Unexpectables. We live in a society that is a simulation, but nonetheless, let's introduce our wonderful players today. We're joined by none other than the one, the only. Chicago got rid of him, but LA took him back. Edward Bosco.
What?
Hey, Kurt.
Yeah.
Do you value your life?
Yes, very much
Then
so.
shut the fuck up. Hi, guys.
Oh,
My name's Edward
no.
Bosco. You can find me at Ed Bosco VA on both Instagram and Twitter, and right here on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco.
And now I get to rebalance
You
your
have an
audio
Instagram?
again. Monty, where can they find you?
Wait, Bosco has an Instagram?
Do you?
Yes.
Posts just pictures of
Are
basketballs
you
all the
just
time?
after all of the intros we've done? You're just now having that click?
I just kind of glazed over because I'm usually writing an intro and I haven't started yet. So,
Oh. That's why I'm
Right,
getting to you
picture
first. Where can they
Bosco.
find you, Monty?
you can find me at MontyGlue on Twitter. You can also find me at twitch.tv/MontyGlue, where I'm actually going to go back and stream things people enjoy. I'm sorry for playing so much Pokemon, but it's my drug and I like it. I already got 2 shinies. I'm
But
pretty
you
happy
enjoy
with that.
it. Yeah,
I
people people don't enjoy Pokemon? What's this?
I mean, it's just there's more interesting games to play. But we're gonna be doing Skies of Arcadia tomorrow. I don't give a shit about YouTube anymore. I want to play more, and I feel like if I just keep waiting, it's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna do more. So I'll do a recap when we play next time. But tomorrow it's gonna be Skies of Arcadia. We're going back on the pirate ship. We're going back to being good pirates. We're kind of near the tail end of the game, so we're going into content that I haven't seen in a game I've played like 3 times and never have beaten. And then on Sundays, I don't know what to do anymore. So I'm probably might be dusting off Monster Hunter, maybe potentially, or do something else.
It comes out on PC on the 22nd.
I know.
You could hang out with. Well, I
Cut it.
make.
You cut out, Connor. I can.
You can hang
too.
out.
Yeah, you can hang out with me while I just do D&D stuff.
But Connor, where is that
Sure.
they can find you?
They can find that and so much more on twitch.tv/distortiondevil and on Twitter at @SenailSnake, where when I'm not recovering from getting my tooth yanked out of my face, I do Ring Fit Adventure, spread it throughout the week. Friday is Friday Funhouse, where I indulge in my vices and also play a lot of party games with a lot of my friends. Saturday is The Witcher. We're on Blood and Wine. And Sunday is where I do D&D homebrew stuff, make a lot of weapons, subclasses, characters translated into 5e, you name it. And that's my week.
Hey, Connor, do you need our help looking for that tooth you lost?
Oh, no, I know where it is.
Ah, okay. Good.
In hell.
Oh,
This
no.
This is gonna be an interesting game tonight.
Goomba. Goomba.
Yeah.
Goomba. Where can they find you?
What do you want? Oh, you can find me at twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba. MechWarrior 5 came out, and I wanted to throw my limp and lifeless body out a window after we got to the middle game because the AI is dumb as shit both ways.
Oh, no.
I might be giving this. I might be trying just one more time, a different route perhaps. But Saturday and Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central, we're doing all of the Shovel Knight shit that just released. The King Knight stuff that came out, and I really want to play the Smash Bros looking game because that
Get
looks
me in
tight.
on that.
Hell yeah, dude. Other than that, Taiko Tuesday every Tuesday, the Expand Dawn emote is live. If you want to show that off in chat real quick, I'm very proud of it. Citra King made it. I love that guy. Commissioned him all of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's me.
Well said. Well said. Hey, Zito.
Hey.
Where can they find you, baby?
You can find me over at twitch.tv/Zito, where we just finished TFS at the table yesterday. So I have a lot of D&D stuff that I want to get out, especially this brand new thing. Guess what? Hot spoilers and hot takes. This is the most fucking generic and watered down homebrew I've ever made, but I'm still proud of it. Do you want to play a cold ice-based warlock? Check it out. The Great Cold has been released on DM's Guild. You can also find me on twitch.tv/Zito, where you can find me playing indie games. I'm going to get back into that circuit and work on some more homebrew because people like that shit.
Hell yes.
I just want to say I love the fact that you made an elf practice meme in that.
No, listen, I said that as a joke, and then one of my mods came back to me and painted it. And I'm like, okay, how much do you want for it? Nah, Merry Christmas, put it in the book.
It's so dumb.
That's good. You can find me here, though, at twitch.tv/Takahata101. The streams, they're going to get a little bit lo-fi-y, some ASMR radio. There's going to be a lot of that during the Christmas holidays. Before I travel up north, however, on next Thursday, not tomorrow, but next Thursday, will be our Go Home Christmas pay-per-view, which has 5 tentative names. Jingle Brawl, Decking the Halls, Kissing the Mistletoe, Felice Nava Dead, and Holly Brawley Christmas. Now, folks.
I like the first one.
Thank you.
I like the first two.
There we go.
I like Holly Brawley Christmas, but that's just because it's got a little ring to it.
It's a Holly Brawley kiss. There we go. Christmas. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you this right now as well. Tomorrow will be the Go Home show, and you won't believe it because we have a massive announcement about the title situation. And also, I wasn't at elf practice because I was busy. Thank you for asking, though, guys. You can find me here as well.
Can we announce what we're doing?
Yeah.
for the
Before I
next-
even get into bits, no one interrupt Monty, and I'm telling that to myself
course.
as well. No one
All
interrupt.
right.
All
So
right.
chat, because it is the lovely holiday season, people have a lot of loved ones either coming to their homes or they're traveling to homes. So unfortunately, Mr. Zito will not be with us next week, and I don't want to continue the Unexpectables without him. So I've decided impromptu, because I've been learning this system because I want to teach children how to run tabletop games. We're going to be doing a My Little Pony Tales of Equestria pony one-shot.
No. Explain to them what we have to do.
They have to make pony OC.
Yeah! Yes!
So
Yeah!
the actual stream, if I have my way, because the game is so simple, because the system is stupid simple, we're gonna not only be running the game, but also before we run the game, we're gonna make people's characters, which will involve picking your type of pony, whether it's an earth pony, a Pegasus, or a unicorn, their special cutie mark talent, and other things. So it's gonna be an experience.
Next Wednesday.
That is going to be on the 18th. So if you want to, it's going to be, it sounds like it's going to be Connor, Bosco, Gaijin, and my brother. So hit us up for that.
Yeah, sorry guys, Mom's gonna be coming.
The tone
No worries.
the tone shift for guys. Bosco, Connor, my brother.
It's family.
Yeah.
You gotta get them. So
I was
that.
gonna say, obviously 25th we're not gonna have an episode. Merry Christmas, you guys, or whatever celebration you guys celebrate. We won't be having an episode, so be sure to keep warm and have fun and drink lots of eggnog, unless you're, you have some sort of, you can't drink eggnog because you're lactose intolerant, and for that, I don't know, eat hazelnut. I don't know. But after that, on the 1st, Gaijin Goomba will be leaving us because apparently we're not allowed to have friends.
Hey, it's MagFest. It's once a year.
It is, yeah. So there will be potentially a one-shot, and it sounds like it's going to be something completely new. That's going to be just kind of a little one-off, little fun thing to do. So I'll hit you guys up for that. You guys will see information about that probably on the official Twitter. So keep your eyes. If you haven't followed the official Twitter, definitely take a look at it. You see lots of fan art and information and stuff like that. But hope you guys are excited. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to need my book back from my friend Heartsy because he took my pony book and I need that now.
By the way, I
get
want to point out that
I get
Star
the
Pirates
Chicago-
Star Pirates in the chat right now. So I guess I'm making pony OCs again.
Yeah.
Time is a flat circle.
Back we go, friends. Back to the darker.
The last My Little Pony convention happened. Now's the time to strike. Strike while the iron is not quite out of the blacksmith yet.
I mean, you honestly
My
like.
little
I know.
pony.
I know we got to get started, but legitimately, my friends went to like the last BronyCon and they said it was probably the best run convention they've ever been to.
Huh.
They actually had a thing. They had a thing which was amazing with tags, like with your badge, where you had like a yellow, red, and green one, which basically whatever color you had on your badge was like if you're green, it's like, yeah, you can come up and talk to me about whatever. Yellow is like, don't talk to me unless I talk to you, and then like red is just don't talk to me at all. So it's like it was a really cool system because there's a lot of people who had social sort of problems or
Anxiety.
got really overwhelmed.
Social anxiety. It's fine.
So-
no,
So
don't need
it's
to miss words
super
about it.
cool. I was like, that's super cool. BronyCon, pony convention. You're all right.
That's really dope.
Cartoon horse convention.
That is legitimately super dope, and I wish more events did that because some people just
They
aren't into
should.
that. Hell, I'm a massive extrovert, and so many people I know just when I go outside and meet people. Oh no, no, I don't want to do that. But no, all right. So yes, as of next Wednesday at 7 o'clock PST, we making pony OCs, everybody. So buckle up, buckaroos.
Literally, buckle up, butts.
You
Wait, that's a year.
yeet-
Fuck.
I can't call myself the last yeehaw, can I? Is that allowed?
No. Oh,
Okay.
God, we'll do this when we
You
get it.
yeed your last haw.
Alrighty, I have so many people I have to thank. I'm gonna go through the subs first, guys. Monty, continue on working on what you're working on here. I will take care of this next stage. All right, drop me a beat, Connor. That's what I'm talking about. Six Tails, Tiny Behemoth, Clown Captain, Trainer Shoshiro, Vardixus, Smooth Enigma, I Am Wondermach 33, Roto Ryu, Leo Knight Asso 1, Skyblaze 71325, Yuki Usagi, Ron 1 Blue Constable, Mutton Queen, Elfie 1, Meatbag 187, Cartoon, Kitsune, Mech God, the Tobs gifting 10 subs to the community. Thank you, the Tobs. White Corey in the house. Red 329. Keyblade no, it's not Beyblade. It's Keyblade Forger 96. James Rochelle, David Zettelbald, Action Bastard 42. Forax 1, Cage 42, Adult Thought Pocket. Kempfer 97, Bat Turtle 123, Script Daddy gifting us up to Star Pirate Art. Thank you, Script Daddy, Daddy, Armored Owl, RPG Russian 96, Tarek is Dan, Retro Royal Knight, Script Daddy gifting us up to 1 Darko Draco, Trelter Skelter, Script Daddy gifting us up to Psycho Wolf Girl, Fabulous Gay Bear, Neo Monkey Man,
Nice.
Inferno Uwu, Kitty Jaws, and Taurus 4, and an acceptable name. Thank you all for the subs. Now, let's go through these bits. Pyrotherian, if your cutie mark isn't a wrestling belt, I will be so disappointed, Taka. You got... Don't you worry about it, Pyrotherian. Don't you worry about it.
Got him.
God, I already got you. I already got you. Pyrotherian with 2,000 bits. I cannot wait to see how miserable Pony Bosco gets. I'm there for just Pony Bosco,
The
Pyrotherian
moment
says.
I suggested it, Bosco went, no! Like, he was very upset.
Storyteller Press with 100 bits. Happy belated birthday to the All-Frother Arkov. Seriously, big shout out to community member and voice of Doros, Arkov, as it was his birthday.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
it's his birthday?
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Newt.
Yeah.
Get that man a pineapple so it can both perplex him but also be delicious.
Dylan Thursday, thank you so much for the sub. Pyrotherian, thank you for the 2,000 bits. Queen Elfie, one with 2,000 bits as well. Sitting here with her popcorn waiting for her favorite tavern keepers. 2,000 bits from Queen Elfie 1. Well, we will keep you waiting only so long. Pearl Java 339 with a 500 bits. I played that system before. I actually quite well and fun. Can't wait to see which one of you becomes an Alec, a unicorn princess. 500 bits. Yuki Usamu, thank you so much for the bits. Cryptic Sajin, thank you for the bits. Scriptable Mutton with the 500 bits. Why have you unleashed this evil? 4x1 and Cage
Why not?
42, thank you so much. Adult Thought Pocket always gets me. Script Daddy, oh Daddy with the 1,500 bits. Turning 31 this Saturday. Just wanted to wish you all well and thank you for all the amazing content here and on your individual channels. I love you all. I'm sorry, Monty, you are doing what now? Halfway through that bit drop, you made your announcement and it changed everything.
Yeah, did you get my negative money? I'm sorry.
Robate with 1,000 bits. Give me 5 more minutes. Gotta grab stuff from the gift shop in my hotel. That's right, probate's at Disneyland.
Oh, jeez.
Or Disney World. I can't quite forget. I forget which Disney he at, but he at one of the Disney. But Zane at 250, Zito with 1,000 bits. Dito has inspired me to make a Lizard Folk Ranger. How would you guys play a Lizard Folk? 1,000 bits?
Give him
I
a
know
gun
that-
and a machete.
Nice. Yeah.
Not bad. Excited to think of the bits again. Daisy Head with 1,400 bits. Oh man, Christmas is on Wednesday. Can't wait for the Unexpectables Christmas special. Oh wait, fuck. Daisy Head 1,400 bits.
If I made you guys do the Unexpectables on Christmas, you have all right to just take
You're
my
a Scrooge.
kneecaps.
Script Daddy
I
gifting
am.
a sub
I'm
to Zito.
awful.
Hey, hello.
Oh my lord. But hey, Blackfoot Ferret, you're up. It's guys, can we all do it's over 9,000, do you think, for Blackfoot Ferret? For her? All right, okay.
I mean, I guess
1,
so.
2, 3. It's over 9,000! What, 9,000? There's no way that can be right. It's me, everybody. It's me, Ghost Nap.
Someone in chat just said, what if Connor's Pony OC is just Geralt?
No, my Pony OC is my Pony OC. We've already established my Pony OC is Pony Pony. He's a master of disguise with imposter syndrome.
Bicknarn, I'm glad to hear that, Bicknarn. Thank you so much. Guys, we're going to keep on rolling here. We got a lot of bits here. Protoss 103, Ed, thank you so much for the subs and for the bits as well. Blue, Super Blue, Hedgehog, 503 bits. Won't be able to sub drop after the holidays. Here, take them! Ah! Super Blue Hedgehog, thank you. I can't wait for your movie. Marcus Atera with the 1,500 bits. My DM led us into a kobold village today, and I let my guard down, trying to make nice. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
But now is the time for the
You're dead.
Unexpectables. Marcus Atera with the 1,500 bits. Thank you so much. Oh, God, Octopimp is here. What? Thank you, Script Daddy, for gifting a sub to Octopimp. My Lord in heaven, I have to thank all the people who were dropping bits and subs while I was calling out bits and subs. B. Kimball, 1993, Deluna 13, Master, Monster Name Garibaldi Fish. Script Daddy giving a sub to Zito, The Goblin Review, thank you for the sub. Javon 456, The Goblin of Unmaking. Script Daddy gifting a sub to Lanny Patoran, Octopimp, Script Daddy, Daddy, oh Daddy, being so kind. And Gilded Dragon with 1,000 bits. First, I get to hear the voice actor of Sonic play on My Little Pony campaign. And now the Unexpectables. Praise Celestia. Get him out of here. Get him out. Get him out.
Roger was in an MLP game?
Gilded Dragon. We got to get him out of here, guys. Get him out.
Who?
The voice of.
The voice of Sonic the Hedgehog and Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Sonic was smuggling ripe watermelons under his arms the entire time. I believe that is.
And punching boulders.
You can't silence. Gilder Dragon says we can't silence him, so let's silence him.
What?
No, let's do it. Let's shut him down.
No.
And
Are you good to go? Do you need more time, Monty?
I'll give you 2 more minutes. I just gotta finish.
I would like to
this,
thank Star Pirate Art in the chat for joining us. You, of course, know her as the wonderful goat-legged Rivy. Script Daddy gifting a sub to God himself.
Whoa.
Man, I know, right? That's Script Daddy coming out with the big subs, big drops. Q from Star Trek's also in My Little Pony. Oh, we're aware. I am very well aware.
Yeah, we know that.
Oh no, we've been near the internet. We know what's up. We know what's up. I also want to thank our wonderful friend Bosco for joining us here. I know he's very busy. Bosco just came back from a convention.
Look at this popular guy.
I know, right? He's been a busy boy lately. Been a very busy boy. As well.
Can you sign my basketball, Mr. Bosco?
No.
Mr. Boss.
Can you sign my Chicago?
No.
Can you sign my jersey?
Will you sign my deep dish? So you joke, but Bosco's gonna get me back on my roast to the point where I will to the level I will spontaneously combust in that chair. I will just
Sign my Illinois.
I am ready to start it.
Oh, okay, get us out of here. I don't know if Bosco's mad or just playing it up now at this point. We crossed the line a ways back, and I'm scared to.
I feel like we lost him the moment even the word pony crossed my lips.
A little.
so-
It's okay. We can get back, guys. I left a bread trail. Oh fuck! Who ate the bread?
Wait a minute.
Who ate the bread?
Is there a character called Al Capone in My Little Pony?
I don't know,
'Cause
dude.
I think that's a throwaway gag, yes.
beans. Well, there goes that idea.
Defective Sheep, thank you for the 500 bits. I recently played a Warhammer 40k Chaos. I started with one shot with a few IRL friends last week. I kamikaze nuked Sanguinius in a dream, and now we're off to fight. A custom Chaos god I made, representing innocence. Ooh, that's
How is Innocence chaotic?
innocence. It just plays that song nonstop. Like
Have
you're
you
trying to
ever
fight
seen-
it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
No, Zito, have you not seen babies?
What?
Baby fights?
Like babies that have been born, or like you're gonna be very.
We gotta
specific
do
here,
something.
buddy.
There's only one way to
It's
defeat the Chaos
904.
gods. Babies.
I know.
Wouldn't
All
that
right,
be
you guys-
crazy?
Well,
though?
we have all seen the
Hey!
dark. We've all seen
know-
we've all seen the Dark Angels. We don't need to see them
Connor!
anymore.
Sorry, Kurt. Too many C names in this channel. I hate it.
Yeah. I already know he's gonna call him Capone. Fuck you.
All right. Let's get to playing this
Okay.
tabletop game.
Play this game.
When last we left our heroes, Borky the Orc Barbarian, Panic the Tiefling Bard, Task the Kobold Ranger, and the Royal Blue Birdman group, Remy the Kenku Fighter, and Greckles the Kenku Rogue,
Hell yeah.
the party has begun an intense investigation on behalf of Brooke Bronzefang. The Avon clergy has detected that Yugolos have invaded the intricate political landscape of Alavast and are orchestrating strange attacks, erratic assassinations, and information collecting, putting them under city arrest, sort of. The party has now been charged to investigate this invasion, along with Kay, the Avon anti-mage, to bring down these fiendish influences. After scouring through the High District, the party met with Barnaby Black, a demon hunter. After speaking with Barnaby, he passed on a job he got from the Romantian to look into some strange happenings and an even more gruesome murder. After making their way through the city to head to the Romantian, the party was ambushed by a large and massive fiendish assassin who had all intentions of murdering Kay in the city streets. After dispatching the killer, the party made their way home with the guard's escort. The Romantian still uninvestigated, and now all the more a potential lead. So, before we head out for the night, Kay just wants to know if you guys want her to prepare any spells. She's got a decent selection, but she just wants to know what sort of thing you would prefer her to have. She's going to keep all her anti-magic stuff.
She needs to
But she
needs to wrap herself in one piece bandages stat.
Okay, absolutely.
Mhm.
Healing and dispel.
She needs a lot of buffs. Probably let a shield.
Okay, so keep
Yeah,
shields
buffing
on,
spells.
buffing spells. All right, easy enough. Okay, that's pretty much basically what she already had switched over. So,
Yeah.
all right, good to do. All right, so she prepares. Everyone, you get your long rest. I would like all four of you to make perception checks. Kay will not make this because she has the flaw of being a heavy sleeper. She sleeps very heavily.
That's
No one
16.
is safe. Perception, kablam.
17 from Borky.
Nice.
Yeah,
18 for me.
one for the road. It's gonna be a 12.
Well, okay, Remy.
Oh, you said 4. Okay, I'll do it. 23.
Jesus.
Nice.
You're not staying at the. You're not staying at the.
I'm not there. That's why I didn't roll it.
Yeah. Never mind. All right.
Remy has his own
Okay.
house.
That matches with Task. All right, Task. You're the only one who hears this. You hear a door open and close in the night from outside of your bedroom door. It sounds like it's Willow's door.
Okay, well.
And you hear some heavy footfalls dun, 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 going down the stairs. Not at a very quick pace, but pretty slow.
I want to roll stealth to keep up with whatever it is.
Okay. Roll a stealth check for me.
25.
Five. Okay. Got a good roll before, but a shitty roll after. You stealth and you kind of sneak down the stairs. You follow the sound of the footsteps to like the main tavern area. And as you kind of peer around the corner, actually you have advanced dark vision. You don't need to
Yes.
roll anything. You see Doros currently standing. He's got his claymore out in one hand, and he's currently got a candle in the other, and it's just kind of looking around the tavern at the moment. Just kind of like walking and just kind of looking underneath tables and just kind of moving around. His eyes kind of like narrowing here and there, just looking around.
I take one of the beer coasters and I chuck it at his head.
Okay, roll to hit him. This is an improvised weapon, so just roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier.
I'm not really trying to hit him. I'm just trying to get his attention.
Non-lethal
Still, you wanna-
coaster.
Yeah,
You wanna
non-lethal
roll for it.
coaster.
Okay, plus
Fuck. With a 4 plus my dex, which is 5, so 9.
9. Okay. Yeah, you throw it, you're like, and it does that thing, you know, in paper, you throw paper and it just kind of like flips forward and goes straight down?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, and it lands on the ground, and immediately Doris whips around and points the sword towards you, and like almost like drops the candle, just surprised, and sees you. And he
Tash
just goes,
just holds his finger up to his mouth, like, shh. I motion him to come towards me.
he kind of takes one little final glance around the tavern and walks up to you, sword still in his hand. He's not wearing his armor, he's just wearing kind of like simple linens, but he just kind of walks up to you.
What was the problem?
He just kind of does a motion of just kind of like his finger just kind of like looking around, like doing a perimeter.
You feel Yugolots might be here?
Kind of leans his head side to side, kind of like so. Roll a, I'm gonna say either Arcana or Religion of your choice.
Both are garbage. So
Hooray!
hooray! I have a 0 in both of these things, so I'll do
Pick your
Arcana instead.
poison.
2.
Oh.
2.
Goliath must have a second sense to sense demons. That's why they're so tall.
Well, I mean, the man is a fucking cleric.
Just kind of looks around, kind of walks by you, and just kind of gives you a nice little pat on the head, and then boom, heads up the stairs and opens the door. And you kind of hear a voice coming inside, like just hear like Charles, and just closes the door behind him.
Before I go upstairs, I want to check outside.
Okay.
Roll a perception check when we get to the front door.
Are you looking out the window? Are you opening the door?
No, I'm opening the door.
Open the door? Okay. You open up the door.
25.
You see Naragan turn to Lewis Rogan, and then she said to me, "No one's ever said that to me before." And I was like, "Really? That's terrible." I mean, I thought a rose was so, kind of cliche, but she really seemed to like it. And Lewis Strong is just like leaning up against his war pick, like.
Tass shuts the door, like just a bump enough for them to get their attention.
That's great, Gut. That's great, dude.
Just imagining that. That's great, dude.
I wish I could love.
Just like,
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I want to know
as-
what love is.
As you look past your guards, the city's empty. Like, you don't see anything. You do bump the door, and immediately Naragan turns around, puts his hand on the scimitar, and goes, "Task?
We might have a problem.
What sort of problem?"
The demon kind. Doros might not. Demas. Oh God, Demas.
We must defeat-
Doros believes that there might be something skulking around the bar.
We could take a look, but are you okay to watch the front door? And Lusar goes,
Yeah, maybe we should split. You go in the back and I stay in the front.
just kind of nod and split up. As Naragan kind of heads through, Lusar kind of turns and goes,
I know you just recently hired some new employees, but it might not hurt to have more guards now that the place has gotten a bit bigger. Not that I am criticizing, I just, doors, and I'm going to stop talking now.
No. There was nothing taken ill of that. That's actually a wise idea.
We'll keep an eye out. If anything happens, we'll raise the alarm.
Yes, thank you. And I'll take that into consideration. Task will assist Naragan in trying to find anything.
"All right, just roll an investigation check."
Cool. God, 11.
He rolled actually pretty well. He rolled a soft 20. But you guys are pretty thorough. You walk through a majority of the tavern, even the spots that have just started to become built. You walk past the workshop and you see Iggy sleeping in a hammock that's kind of tied between two posts, and you see just this amorphous mass, which you assume is on a bed that's fluffy. And you just as it kind of rolls over, you see a single skinny arm leaning out, which is probably skinny.
So immediately at first it was like, why is the bearskin rug moving? Oh wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Beyond that, you assume all your employees are sleeping. They're all in their own private rooms, and it's probably not the best idea to open up those doors.
No, of course not.
But eventually, it's called the entire time. Naragan's like, "Did you know they make perfume for art? Dragonborn and kobolds and such." Just kind of does small talk. with you.
I'll engage him in small talk. How is that possible?
I don't know. It comes from some sort of jungle flower from the Tatalon jungle. I'm looking into it. It sounds rather fun.
I don't want
with
jungle. Just fucking get in on that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. He'll look into it for you. You head upstairs, you go back to sleep, and you complete your rest there.
Okay.
After a little bit of activity. You get your full night. This is kind of happens at the tail end of the night.
No, that's fair, but it doesn't hurt to be fucking thorough.
No, it does not. And as the morning arises, so do you. As you guys wake up in the morning.
It's time to get okay. It's time to get bulky.
Oh, I get my sword and run for the prayer.
No, Borky kisses Ronfault, the hilt of Ronfault, Gripples, Tubbs, just all the weird things he's collected. Gives him a good morning kiss.
If a sword could blush.
Let's give it a shot. Just, good morning, Louis Strong. Sorry, good morning. Oh my God. Good morning, Ronfault. Good morning, Gripples. Good morning, Tubbs.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, armor that is well made. Good morning, being alive. And Borky just looks around his room for a moment and goes, good morning, Yugoloth. Just waits. Here we go. Borky opens up the door.
All right, you walk out. Greckles, as you wake up to run out with your prayer, already Kay is awake and is like going through her spell book at the moment. As you head out the door, she stops. She goes, "Wait a minute, hold on.
Oh, geez, Kay, what is it?
Quick question. Do you have a illusion spell better than minor illusion?
Yeah.
Keep that on you. I have an idea, but just for
Ooh.
later. Just go do your thing. How do you spell this? And she goes back to her paperwork.
Can I look in to see what her paperwork is, or does it matter?
Sure, absolutely.
So, that'd be investigation?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, perception check.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Delicious.
You see
Nice,
that
nice,
not
nice.
only does she have notes, she actually has a diagram of the creature who attacked you yesterday.
Mhm.
And she's pointing out specific, physicalities with it that she can kind of remember. She was pretty close to it. Things like, the face, the bow, like the not the bow, the crossbow, the knife, specifically what the bolts did, like what she knows about it and like its description to fulfill probably a report of some kind. It seems to be matched with a drawing that Skulk did as well. That's just kind of the initial one, and she's just kind of working off of that. There's also notes about what spells she's going to take today, and like, of course, what you guys were doing all night, and just doing her job.
Cool.
By the way,
yeah,
we have it now. Thank you, Citric King, for doing this. I asked for a colored headshot, but he kind of went crazy because apparently he had art for her that he never finished. So here's some art of Kay. Here's official art for Kay.
And please.
neat.
Oh my.
Oh,
Please describe her.
Oh, I saw the outline of this.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Describe her for the wonderful podcast audience we have.
So she wears a set of Avon kind of robes, very, very refined, very nice looking. And she has kind of a hood over. She's kind of got like dirty blonde hair, kind of comes down. She doesn't really make it look nice. Just kind of like lets it do its thing. She's got a very, very nice spell book, belt at her waist, two kind of like leather hand bracers that she has, and just generally chill sort of disposition. Definitely knows the grindstone.
I like her nonplussed face.
Yep.
She is human, by the way. I don't know if I ever specified that, but she is human. So.
Okay, sweet.
Yep.
Freaking out. Cool.
Is everyone down here?
I assume you guys go through your morning stuff and then you guys head down,
Yeah.
unless there's any deviation from that. But I assume you guys head down. Ty Borpington serves you up a delicious breakfast, a farmer's skillet of hashed up potato with egg, and sausages and peppers and onions and all sorts of different things. There's even like little squares of cheese that are melting and kind of making the whole thing all melty and delicious.
God
And a
fucking. Next thing you add and hollandaise sauce. Ah!
Yeah.
Pour it right into my veins.
I actually had one thing I wanted to ask Ith.
Sure, absolutely.
I'll say it in my head. I'll just like that thing yesterday. Have you ever seen anything like that, or do you have any possible idea of what that might be?
As you head down the stairs.
Yeah.
This is really, I'm so sorry about Ith being like this, but that's the way Ith is.
No, that's fine.
It says same phone, who this?
That's the way the news goes.
Execute, exactly. Exterminate, excavate. Known, nonst. No, not, no.
All right. And then I will join my comrades for breakfast.
Monty, is it bad that I'm just expecting you to go hoomstuff in one of these
You know it's gonna
moments?
happen one of these days.
It's gonna
so-
happen and it's gonna be amazing.
cat better go ape. Anyway, you guys all head downstairs and sit down for breakfast. And after about 10 minutes or so, Kay eventually joins you.
I will tell my allies about what happened last night. A little event occurred last night, gentlemen.
Oh,
Something we
God
might-
damn it, I knew it! Who did it kill?
There was no death. There was no bloodshed.
Whew.
Doros sensed that there was possibly some kind of demon incursion within the building. Me, Nuragan, and Lewistrog had a little bit of a perimeter check before I returned back to sleep. Lewistrog had a very apt idea. We probably should hire some more security.
I mean, we're not lacking on security, but I agree. I, for one, like doing interviews.
We've hung out with paladins a lot in the past. Could I possibly do
Religion check.
yeah.
You guys know about paladins, but you've never trained to be paladins. So you kind of have an idea of what paladins do, but you don't know exactly what they do. Like
We
player
did travel with
without-
Digby.
Without a check, would we know that they can sort of sense these things?
I'd say all of you would have a general idea that they have like kind of similar to what Task kind of has. They have a good sense for that. You also know that Doros was in the council chamber and did do a divine sense to basically detect that there is obviously an incursion of some kind, which is what Brooke used to, you're able to pin the pieces together, be like, okay, Doros probably did that here.
Yeah, so with the check, could I check to see how wide that area of sense is?
That will definitely be a religion check, and that will be a high DC for that.
All right, here I go. I am trained in it, so 14?
It's maybe 30, 60 feet. You're not sure exactly. It's not like huge, but it's not giant. Like it's close to home. So it would definitely encompass the tavern, at least part of the tavern, you'd assume.
We would probably want someone who can watch over the warehouse as well, since that's now part of our property.
Yeah, that's bad.
Looking over to Kay, Grekel says, Kay, do you need to do any perimeter sweeps in case we're being scryed?
She actually, like, when you mentioned Doros being at your place, like, you watch as she kind of goes through these different stages of understanding where she's just like, why would Doros be here? And then she's like, the eyes kind of wander. She goes, oh, right, his girlfriend. Oh, right, his girlfriend. What? It's just kind of like going through this whole, like, how is this working in her brain? You can see every gear turning in her head.
It's slowly parsing in her head as we're talking, so her face kind of like shifts mid-conversation.
Oh, yeah,
2 +
totally.
2 equals 4!
Kay, are you with me?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes?
We might need to do a semi-regular sweep just to see if we're being scryed or if there's anything else watching us.
I mean,
Especially after yesterday.
Yeah,
I can take care of that.
Oh.
Oh?
I can start ritual casting detect magic right now.
I guess that's fair.
I guess I could too.
I cannot.
Everyone turns and looks at Borky, including Ty Borpington, who's serving more food.
It's true.
It's true, actually, yeah, it's quite true.
Mr. Borpington, keep this hot bean juice coming. Every time I drink more, I feel like I have the strength of 10 men.
It's really starting to take off. He just kind of goes and
It
disappears
is.
behind the two.
I need it every morning or I will kill someone.
In that case, let me go do a perimeter check on my own. Monty, could you allow me to do that? Just do a quick investigation of the inside and up on the roof if need be?
Sure. Where you want to go up on the roofs or you want to stay on the ground?
I kind of want to do both if I have enough, if there is time. If there's not,
I will say if you want to do both, it's with disadvantage because it will take you a long time to do a thorough check. But if you want to choose one or the other, you can do it just a straight roll. So you have to choose either being on the ground or being on the roof.
I'll actually hit the roofs.
If you want to wait like 10 minutes, I can join you with my detect magic.
Okay, I can wait. That's fine.
All right.
You guys,
I will ritual cast detect magic.
all right, you guys, you immediately, boom, you sense immediately, obviously, all the things on your companions. Kay, obviously, your book and everything is magical. Ty Borpington is very magical.
Yes, he is.
Damn
Lewistrog-
straight.
Lewistrog is like, have you ever seen people who do like the EL wire lights? Like it looks like a stick man walking through
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
Oh,
darkness. That's what Lewistrog looks like. It almost looks like you can see the nervous system or the blood system as
That's
magic.
why I'll never find love.
Really freaky. beyond that, you pick up a couple bleeps here and there, but as you look over, it's just patrons and their magical items or familiars or something along those lines, but nothing really, nothing's like, ooh, demons immediately.
No scrying either.
No scrying.
Well, in that case, I'll look for any sort of traces of anything being here. If anyone wants to join me in that search.
I actually was gonna ask one other thing, but I'll let you do your thing because I needed the help of Scarbles for this one.
Okay.
Well,
God. Sorry.
Was that into me wanting to summon
No.
Scarbles?
No, well, I mean both, but Roll20, I didn't fix the thing with the music last time. all my different files folders open. So I just went through and I was closing them, and then I got to a point where it's just there's so many. I'm like, no.
all right. So investigation.
All right, so you and Panic are doing the roofs.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say for both of you because I'm gonna say for you, Panic, roll acrobatics with advantage just because you're getting help.
All right.
But you are not a climby boy. I'm sorry.
You don't know how to perch like
I
Mr.
am?
Birdman.
Exactly.
There's going up there.
Oh.
12.
You needed a 10 at least, so you're fine. You
Alright.
you get with Greckles' help, kind of leading you along the way. You managed to climb on top of the roof of the Sweet Dragon, which is interesting because you can see how the warehouse is being re-roofed and everything like that. And I will say the both of you roll investigation checks for me.
All right.
I was about to say Panic's fucking lower torso slams on the window.
22.
Thank you.
Not bad.
I'm fit, but this isn't my forte.
No, you're not, Panic. Panic,
But,
you have muscle definition, but one cold winter, you're fucked.
Anyway, panels loose, scuff marks, anything. Oh,
Natural one.
You Panic. You get up there and you're like, I got it. And you look down. And you're like, oh no. Greckles, the
I'm up
only
here. What am I looking for?
Greckles, actually, I would say probably with the radius. How far is the radius for detect magic?
Believe it is 30 feet?
Click?
60 feet.
Click
No,
this-
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Yeah, you
Wait.
don't detect.
just click the spell, bro.
I'm on the edge
Well,
of my
the,
seat
range,
here.
the range says 60 feet on for the
Okay.
duration you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you.
Okay. So immediately as you get up on the base of the roof, I'd say right above the actual tavern part, you don't detect anything. Greckles, with your investigation check, the only thing that seems out of place, you haven't really noticed before, is that there's a gargoyle on top of the Oriare temple
Huh.
that you've never seen before.
I mentioned it to them.
Yeah, Task told us about that.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Okay. You
Yeah.
didn't. It's just sitting there, but it's kind of weird. It's a different pose than last time.
I'm curious. Well, I'll give him a wave.
Did you meet him? I
No.
can't remember.
None of us have met him except Task.
No, he talked
Yeah.
to you. Remember when you
Did he?
climbed up onto the?
Oh,
onto
that's
the
right. It
roof?
was really brief. It was
Yeah, it was
super
really brief. So you wave to him. Roll a persuasion check, I'll say, with advantage. Because you met him before.
22.
Okay. You watch as he lifts up the hand and does two fingers and does a come here motion.
Oh, well, let's go then. Okay, yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna keep
Alright,
holding
Panic.
this ladder.
Panic, roll a wisdom saving throw for me because with the natural one, you are terrified of being up here.
Oh man.
I
It
will.
is- It is slippery and you cannot play a guitar with a broken arm.
That is true.
I'll hold him.
Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom save 13.
13. You're like a person about to go on a roller coaster, having their hand held as you're walking across the roof. Each step is trepidation. Greckles, you have to pull him because he's really resisting. But
Panic,
eventually,
come on, it's fine.
you guys make it over towards the roof of the Oriara temple. There's a gap between the roof and that temple, so I'm gonna say you guys can make a acrobatics check to jump if you so choose to.
Can I grapple hook it to be safe?
Sure, yeah, I'll say you can.
Okay,
Do that.
let's do that then.
All right, you grapple hook, and I'm gonna say you take Panic over reluctantly, and you guys draw yourselves up to the roof of the I almost said Orin, the roof of the Oriara temple, and Frank kind of just slowly turns and goes, "How's it going?"
Oh,
It's been going kind of rough, Frank.
You
all
see
things considered.
Panic. The gargoyle moves and talks. Don't think
Oh.
we're acquainted.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Frank.
we...
Frank, this is Panic. Panic. Frank, don't worry about it.
Hello. Oh. And sort of extend my hand towards
He just kind of looks down at his hand and looks back up to you. Roll an intelligence check, Panic.
intelligence.
Yeah. See how good
Borky, you think we should hold on to this ladder or should we follow them?
No, no, I'm gonna keep holding this ladder, Panic, because I feel like the second I step
8.
away, someone's gonna come down.
The name's
Holy
familiar
crap
to
tonight.
you, but you don't remember why. But you're like, it probably doesn't matter. You watch as Frank kind of turns to you and goes, "Had a bit of an interesting run-in last night."
What happened?
You watch as he pulls back. He's got 4 arms on him. He's got 4 individual arms, and one of them's kind of perched in front of him. You watch as he pulls back from behind his back and his wings 2 dead imps in his each hand.
Ooh.
He's doing work.
I would know what imps are, right?
Oh yeah. They're like bottom of the barrel. Like
Impressive, Frank.
saw them poking
No,
around the
they're
roof,
just sort of...
looking into bedroom windows and such.
Ugh.
Hope I didn't wake you. I tried to be
No,
as
no.
quiet as possible.
No, Frank, if anything, Doros actually sensed something, so good job.
I saw a light in the wizard's tower come on, so I figured it made too much noise, but
No, you're fine. Interesting. No. Frank, have you ever encountered a Yugoloth?
no. Devil people, yeah.
Have you seen one before?
Devil people.
Let me show you exactly what these things... Well, I don't know if exactly this is a Yugoloth, but this is something we ran into that we may very easily see again. Casting... Silent Image. Actually, no, screw it. I could do minor illusion. I could just make it be really small. I mean, doesn't
Yeah,
have to
it's like a
super go.
tiny little like hologram picture, yeah.
Just extending the talents.
66.
You watch as the gargoyle kind of this grinding stone noise kind of leans over and looks down. His eyes kind of narrow and he goes, I don't know. Kind of leans
Well-
back up.
Well, don't worry about it. If you see one of these, consider yourself lucky. These things can just turn invisible at will, but they're very, very, very good assassins. If you see them at all, don't hesitate to kill.
No, Judge.
Panic, got anything?
He goes back to
I
being
s-
kind of perched again. Puts the imps behind him. They're, by the way, the imps are like almost like a child holding like a Barbie doll by the head, are kind of swaying. It looks like probably what he did is he grabbed them by the head and just popped their heads like grapes in his
God.
hands. Yeah.
I still have detect magic on. Is there any faint signatures on the imps?
No, they're stone cold dead. But
Mm.
Frank has a very strong single magical source in him that is like,
Cool.
which is actually, it's almost like a laser pointer to the eye, sort of like annoying.
Ow. Ow.
Well, we'll explain that later. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, Frank, can I have one of those bodies?
As long as you don't tell people where you got it. And he kind of hands it to you. It's about the
No.
size of like a cat, about the size of a larger size cat.
I'll just tell him I found it on the roof of the tavern. Don't worry about it, big guy.
Thanks.
All right, Panic, you good?
Yeah.
All right.
I know they can be familiars.
Honestly,
But there
Panic,
There
Oh,
are
sorry.
2 of them, that's what makes it kind of odd. If it was 1, it'd be like, okay, maybe that's someone's familiar. But there are 2.
Can I do some sort of check to know like what specific kind of fiend they are, or if they're just like general?
Roll an Arcana check for me, just in general.
Would I have advantage on this at all because of my past research?
No, because this is specifically a different field of magic for this
I
one
gotcha.
specific thing I'm going to give you. Yeah.
All right, Arcana is 23.
Okay. When a familiar dies, it just disappears. So these are not familiars. These are very clearly summoned imps that have remained here.
That kind of begs the question, Panic. Don't extraplanar creatures like these dissipate and go back to the realm once they're dead?
That is exactly what I was thinking.
It's the
And
weirdest
they're not
thing.
familiars either because they would just disappear regardless as well.
You know, maybe we should take this to our librarian before we head over to the mansion. Once we tell the guys, of course.
Yes. Edward might be able to give us a bit more insight as well. This is his realm of expertise, after all.
Yeah, let's head back.
All right.
Guys.
Frank?
Borky, as you hold the ladder there, eventually. Oh, sorry, you were gonna say something to Frank.
No, I was just saying goodbye to him.
Okay, yeah. He just kind of gives you this little slow nod and just kind of goes back to his original sort of pose. Borky, as you've been holding the ladder there for a solid 15 minutes now, eventually someone comes down it.
Say, I told you, Task. Right, second I leave. Second I leave.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we have a problem.
Two,
That
actually.
Many problems, at any given time.
While he's talking, Greckles pulls out the body.
Ah! Dear God, you killed it quietly.
No, that wasn't me. This was up on the roof.
Kay kind of walks over and lifts up one of the hands and lifts it up, and she kind of looks down and she goes, "Weird. Usually they go away when they die."
That's
Oh.
what I'm
That's
thinking.
what I was thinking.
Oh,
You owe me a nail.
you own a bar.
I
Not
wonder
the
if this
point,
has something.
Borky.
I wonder if this has something to do with Alavast's magical influx, maybe.
Possibly. We were actually going to take this over to our librarian, wizard. Wizard?
Oh,
Looks around.
is researcher, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he
We
working
should also
yet?
get Doros on this as well, too.
Yes,
You
we
know-
should.
Wait, I'm sorry. What happened to these two creatures?
Apparently, they were skulking around outside, and, well, they didn't last very long.
Looks like their heads were crushed.
I don't know.
There were a couple. I assume that there were a few loose pieces of roofing that fell off. Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
Mm.
There was some kind of disturbance.
Must have fallen for the trap.
I'm not technically lying.
The imp trap. I am.
Either way, if it's all right with you, I'd like to try and move forward with this investigation. Definitely, we should talk to Captain Doros, for sure. I should give him my full report.
All right, let me go get him. I go upstairs and I knock on Willow's door.
Okay. You knock on the door. There's no reply. And then 5 minutes pass, and then you watch as the door opens the tiniest little bit, Task. And as you look up, there's no one there, but then you look down and you see Bright just kind of holding the door open like a chinchilla.
Yes, you. Bright, is Doros here?
You watch as it kind of turns around. There's two separate rooms in Willow's tower. I mean, there's the lower floor, but on the main floor, there's obviously her workstation, which at this point now is very well used.
Nice.
But there is a closed door, which is her bed lodgings, and you watch as Bright kind of just turns over towards that door and then turns back up to you.
Oh, do I have to be that asshole?
Yes, you do.
Fine, fuck it. I walk towards the door. I knock on it.
All right, you knock on it, and as you knock on it, the door actually quickly opens, and you see Doros currently jumping, putting on one of his boots, and kind of opens up the door, just kind of looking at you. Looks he
Doros.
looks up and he looks down and he goes,
Doros, you weren't wrong. We found something. Head downstairs. We'll show you.
You watch as he turns over. Willow is passed out, sleeping, she, explosion hair, it's just this mop of hair.
Oh,
So
So right, Frankenstein style. Boom.
like college student after finals.
So
you watch
it's just hair in the mouth, staying in the mouth.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
totally. Yeah. You watch
Is
as
she
Doros. Sorry.
Is she contortionist pose, completely restless?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a weird Doros divot in the bed too, where he was T-posing in his sleep.
God.
That's how he sleeps. And you watch as he kind of just quickly puts on one of his greaves, and he kind of leans over and kisses her on the forehead, and then grabs the rest of his armor, his cape, and he kind of walks out the door with you.
I bring him downstairs to show him the imp body.
Okay. As you show him the imp body, he just quickly deviates and goes talk to Ty, and Ty's like, "Yeah, I'll bring breakfast up. Yeah, sure." He just kind of disappears in the kitchen, and Doros kind of walks over. And you watch as Kay immediately is like chest up, back straight, salute completely. "Captain Doros, it is an excellent situation working with you, sir." And Doros kind of like does a double take, like, oh right, there's someone else here, and then kind of just slowly sits down and starts partaking in breakfast.
Tash just
all right,
rolls his eyes.
Hey, don't worry about it.
All right. Well, let's get our researcher. Let's get Kay on this, and let's get Doros on this.
Okay, you show Doros the body.
When is the researcher stopping, by the way?
He should still be here.
He should still be here. He's
Did you-
unpacked
did
in the library.
Did you want to call for him, or do you want to go up and see him?
No, we're gonna call for him. I want all
You wanna
three
call
of these
for him?
guys on this.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. Doros is the one who's there first because you got him first. He looks at the body and just kind of looks up towards Kay in case, like, I assume it's some sort of summoned spy. I mean, scry spells don't last very long, and it makes sense to bring in something else.
Panic interjects. I don't think so. They would have disappeared if they were familiars, wouldn't they?
Well, I mean, I don't know any Yugoloth that's a wizard, to be honest with you. I mean, what use would they have for familiars if they can just summon more devils and demons to, do their jobs for them? That's kind of
Fair
a
enough.
trend with them.
But it still begs the question as to why they didn't go back.
I don't know. You watch as eventually stumbling down out from where the library is, you see Enceladus just kind of like, just kind of adjusting out, like kind of a bow tie he's got sort of around his sort of like vestments that he kind of walks out with. He goes, top of the morning, oh, is that coffee? And you watch as he, oh, that's bitter. Oh, very good though. Yes, what do we look? He just kind of looks at the body and immediately like completely tenses up.
Chaotic.
This is the elf, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the elf guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Enceladus.
I know it's kind of a weird first day, but hey, take a look.
It's a real weird first day.
It's a weird corpse. What's up?
Very, very weird. Fascinating, really. Do you mind if I just take a peek? He grabs a fork and starts poking the body, just kind of like flipping
Borky
it over,
hands him a dinner knife so he can just really start getting in there.
Thank you. Well, I'd say the cause of death would be the head being completely crushed. What are we looking for exactly? This is an imp.
It shouldn't be here if it was dead, correct?
No, but there is a theory. Any wizard or sorcerer with their neck. Have you ever heard of wild magic surges? Specifically in the arcane sort of element.
Yes.
Said that it kind of almost moves like a wave sometimes. Strange magics can kind of happen random. Alabas seems to be chock full of these things. If I had to guess, I would say this is material plane syndrome. It's a simple phrase, but essentially summon things can't go back from where they've come. That implies there was probably a surge.
How common is it that something summoned here remains unchained to the material realm?
Oh shit. My bad, Mudron's calling me on my sending stone.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yes.
Mutron's currently we're organizing the library. We're almost done. Apologies. Sorry, could you repeat that for me?
How common is it that when something is summoned that it remains unchained to the material realm?
It can happen time to time. Means something that's stayed long enough sometimes can permeate ancient years. It's often said that dragons were one such thing.
That's ridiculous.
It's a theory, really.
Greckles is actually going to pull Kay aside just for a quick moment.
Yeah.
Kay, those assassins didn't dissipate. They just exploded. Could it be possible that they were also chained? And if so, should we tell everyone else?
Let's keep this on the down low. We don't want to get the masses surprised.
Okay.
The less our enemy knows, the better.
Now, here's the thing. We have a blacksmith now, so we can make our own chains and
God, Jesus, Borky!
Borky, you have an onion hanging out of your tusk right there. Right there.
I'm saving it for later.
Okay.
Never-
Watch as Enceladus is kind of stroking his chin. I'd say, do you want me to identify what type of imp, what plane this imp might have come from?
That
The
would
more-
be helpful.
Yes, the more you can find out, the better. And if we are not here, I would like it if you gave this information to Captain Doros here.
Oh, Captain. He kind of nods, and Doros is just like eating food. He's like, kind of nods. Man's eating. He's eating
Yeah.
well. All right.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm just like, hey, pass any info to him.
Yeah, Doros is kind of doesn't really have too much else because this is kind of like, besides sensing them, you get the sense that's kind of where it ends. But Enceladus.
Well, having the police force know any info would be the better solution.
Ooh, Enceladus didn't roll very well. Ooh,
Oh, D.
but proficiency in...
Oh, that incel of ours.
He rolled a 10. He kind of puts them around. He goes, without the horns, I don't know where it's from. I mean, imps exist in most every pocket, demon or devilish. Oh, devilish, sorry, apologies. Demon would be a quasit, but devilish sort of circles. Which would imply if I don't know if you're dealing with devils at the moment, would be leaning more towards the devil, the infernal. So I don't know if that's of any use to you.
Well, it definitely could narrow down what our enemy is.
Well,
You mentioned Yugoloths, correct? You mentioned Yugoloths?
That is correct.
Yes.
I actually slapped down like a little bit of a piece of paper. I actually did a little bit of extra research and found out different types to perhaps look out for. Specifically, there are, I'd say, 2 types of Yugoloths, if I were to define them. Ones that are sort of admirals or sort of the guard, the captain, so to speak. Kind of points towards Doros, and Doros is just like eating an orange, like whole, just like I'm just swallowing it.
Man, skin and all, what a badass.
God, no sense of taste, I swear. You watch as Enceladus kind of gently pushes aside the imp and pushes the note in front. You have the most dangerous ones, specifically I looked into for you, is, I would say, the Ultraloth and the Arcanoloth. Specifically, the Ultraloth tends to be the ringmaster of any sort of force, usually making their way into the material plane. But that is about as high as we can get. The lowest point, I would say, would be around your Mesoloths, Subservient Loths. There's a few others that have yet to be properly documented.
Enceladus, how about this? Just poofs up the image back in his talon.
That does not... Give me 1 second. Let me grab my sending stone real fast. And he kind of grabs the sending stone. He goes, Mutron, if you would be so kind, could you get me the Encyclopedia of Demons and Devils, please? Second shelf, back from the right. You watch him as he kind of leans back his ear from the sending stone. It's okay, you can clean that up later. Just as soon as you can. Mutron will be down with the book immediately. We'll try and see if we can find something. How big was this thing? And he just kind of asks for more details.
I mean, I just kind of saw it. I don't know how to explain it. I saw it and then it just disappeared.
That's common usually with most demons.
It's quite
Greckles is gonna eye everyone and try to keep it on the down low.
simple put. It'd have to duck its head to get in here, if that makes sense.
Quite big then. Okay, that removes a few. You watch as eventually the little construct holding up this giant encyclopedia-looking book runs down, with overstretched above its head. It kind of runs down, wearing its little clothes, and yep.
Monty, I now envision he waddles downstairs with a 3.5 fiend folio.
Yeah. You watch as he kind of walks up to you guys, and there's this moment of pause before the little construct goes, "Book!" and then just puts it down, thunk, on top of the table.
Jesus.
Right on Doris's food. Oh.
Doris is like, I was gonna eat that later.
My
you
God,
watch
he
as
spoke.
a pretty large, substantially fiendish-looking tome is put in front of you guys. Panic, this is something that you would not be able to find in your research. This is definitely a refined single copy research tome of books.
Gotcha.
You watch as he kind of licks his thumb and starts thumbing through very fast. And I'm going to roll an intelligence check to see if he can find this creature.
Come on, smart man.
Could I help him at all?
Sure, if you want to give him advantage.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Okay, give him advantage. That didn't help him at all, but that's okay. Plus 5, plus proficiency. It's 21. All right. Yeah,
21.
He thumbs through and he goes, oh dear. And he kind of looks through this one chapter and he puts down a book. And you do see an exactly 1-to-1 picture of that creature you guys saw.
Yep, that's the guy.
Yes, that
What is it?
is not a Yugoloth. That is an Orthon. It is a, well, based on this, usually the kings or leaders of the demonic, or actually specifically the fiendish realm, specifically the devilish realm, hire these creatures to track down anything. They will tirelessly pursue their quarry until they're dead, even going so far as to breach the boundary between planes. They have sharp senses, become invisible at will, and yes, rather nasty.
How smart are these things? I mean, do they just go after whatever they're told to go after, or do they actually think for themselves?
It sounds like, based on this description, they stick to a contract. So if you're dealing with Yugoloths, I would not be surprised if it signed a contract with the Yugoloth. It would certainly explain why maybe these things are connected.
Wait, could this thing come back?
It doesn't say anything about that.
Because it sort of exploded and
Yeah, it got everywhere. It really did.
No, it didn't. It vaporized.
It probably went back to the plane from which it came. If it were to come back, it would mean it would have to restart its contract, I imagine. So whatever called it forth in the first place would probably have to reinstitute its direction, so to speak.
Well,
And
okay,
I'm
it looks
not-
like you're safe for now.
For now.
Panic, real quick.
Yep.
Do you have ways of taking care of this thing if we find it again? Being very hush hush, by the way.
Well,
Do you have fairy fire back? Is what I'm trying to ask above them.
Not. I could probably keep it from going invisible.
Good.
Also, do a lot of other nasty things to it. I could also, depending on what it does, I could generally throw a couple of wrenches into its plans.
That's good then.
My God, I just realized what this thing is. Has anyone here played Painkiller?
Yes.
Just that, but instead of heaven, it's hell.
So Painkiller 2.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's right. That did happen in Painkiller 2. Shit.
Yeah.
It's time to go to hell because there's
I
nothing.
forgot
left to
about
kill.
that. Fuck.
This is
How
all
dare
just
you
going over my head.
How dare you miss late 90s, early 2000s video gaming?
All right. And Celis kind of adjusts and goes, unfortunately, that's all the information I've got. I wish I could find you more. Yes?
And Celis, could you actually make just kind of a cliff notes of every single Yugoloth and strengths, weaknesses, resistances, and such? I think we're going to need that information going.
Sure, absolutely. All right. So because of his role that he did, he unfortunately only got like a couple of them. He didn't get all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But he did get ones.
If any by the way, if you make any mistakes, just say, it's my first day.
I move over to Kay and I kind of mutter to her, well, congratulations, you're on a demon's hit list.
Great.
Well, from the sounds of it, it looks like they'd have to, renegotiate.
So are you, Task.
The Mesoloth, which is actually something you saw, he points it out in the book, that bug head that you saw at Barnaby Black's place. These ones they're basically the most you'll see of Yugoloths will be Mesoloths. They make up most of the population. So they serve as foot soldiers. They are foot soldiers. Violence and reward are the fundamental drives of them. So they are basically like their Borky. Expendable, endless Borkies.
Interesting.
They are resistant to cold fire, lightning, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing weapons.
Whoa, slow down there, sister.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff. They are immune to acid and poison.
Okay, they
They're
are
very
gods.
poisoned.
G-O-D-S.
Beyond that, that's all the information you can glean. Arcanoloths are incredibly dangerous. They have a lot of spells under their belt, but unfortunately, you don't know what ones because they're spellcasters. They have a true sight.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't
They
be
have
all.
a very large true sight, and they are also resistant, the same as the Mesoloth.
Now here's
So
but you're not
poisoned
sure.
out.
Yeah, but you're not sure what damage immunities and what condition immunities they have.
Are you sure they can't be poisoned?
I mean, looking through this book, it looks like all of them can't be poisoned. So
Damn, the most effective killing thing in all of man's lexicon. And we don't have it.
Tell me about it.
Ultraloth, not a lot of information on them. Generally, people who run into them don't last very long. Assumedly, same resistances. Also have a true sight vision. And they also can teleport.
So at any given time, they could be anywhere invisible and then leave at any given time.
No, it doesn't say anything about Ultraloss being able to turn invisible.
There's a difference?
Borky has not been paying attention.
It's a difference between basically the difference between what we saw and what this is that everything is different, Borky.
Okay.
Borky squints through. Giving you the Dinkelberg stare. Okay.
Look, big guy, don't worry about it.
I wish Remy was here.
Remy, you walk through the doors immediately.
Oh, great. I figured I would just meet them at the romantic.
Oh, hey, Remy.
Oh, hi,
They've
Remy.
been taking a while. They should be there by now, and you gotten worried because
You're-
you know.
Your fucking Uber is here. He's been waiting for 15 minutes.
I'm sorry, Monty. That made me really happy. That was so funny.
I mean, I just picture he's standing out there and they were like, oh, before we leave, let's do this. Oh, before we leave, let's do this. Fucking.
Yeah, literally, they're taking so long. You got worried, and now you've come to check on them because it's been.
Bosco, can you blame us?
I do magic.
For real.
I do magic.
Yes, I can. It's fine.
You can.
It's fine.
Remy, sorry about the wait. We ran into an interesting situation.
No, I thought I was going to find all of you dead.
Not yet.
If only.
Well,
Except this thing.
I think this is all I've got for you. Here's your footnotes. He kind of pushes you the little note and goes, I'm going to head back and keep organizing the library. I got a little bit more work to do. But of course, if you need anything, don't be afraid to ask me or Mutron. They'd be willing to help you.
Excellent. I will hang on to this then.
So in
Miss-
case I forget.
Miss Kay,
Above
lovely to see you. He kind of does a little nod to Kay, and Kay's just kind of like, He kind of gives a little smile. And he makes his way up the stairs. Duros kind of takes a stern of milk, like not even like a glass, like the pitcher, and just puts it down, stands up, dusts himself off, and just points to the door and gives you a little salute and leaves.
Task.
That's how I feel after one cookie as well.
Task. How in the world would a family of kobolds be able to raise an appetite like that?
I walk out the front door. I don't know.
God damn it, I set it up.
Tash just like looks left and right, just like, I guess they fucking eat the whole cow and then they catch another one just for him.
Is there a particular reason you left me out there for an hour when there's work to be done?
I point at the fucking
yes.
imp on the table.
Didn't you just get here?
Yes.
Remy, this was skulking around last night around our building.
Apologies, Your Majesty, but simply we had to be thorough about our research and our investigation. And
Whoa!
Your
You don't-
Majesty.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, what was that? What was that all about there? Hold on.
Miss.
I want you to know we should have a casual relationship. Don't refer to any of us as majesties. That's Remy. That's Grackles. That's Taisk. That is Panic Grim Tongue, and I'm Porky.
Your Lordship, Remus Corpo, I apologize. I just didn't know what sort of
What
formal...
the hell is this? Porky looks at the guys. What is this?
She just kind of turns and gives you like the scowly kind of look, and then immediately turns back to you, Remy, and softens a bit in her face.
It's completely fine. I was just checking up on everyone, and if you have everything you need, you can inform me on the way. How's that sound?
Yes, let's go, everyone. We've already taken up precious time. And maybe in the middle of all of you. Not that I think anything's gonna happen, but just in case.
No, it's fine.
Oh, that's fair enough.
If it's anything like last night, then yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys
Yes,
head
yeah.
out.
I want to make it I just want to say I want to make it a point to be just darting around looking all the time we're traveling.
Okay. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a perception check, I'd say.
You see Greckles, like for one hot second, Greckles is sitting on top of a trash can, pecking inside of it, and then he's back on the roof.
Yeah.
Before we leave, I would like to re-up my detect map.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, that hurt. Oh,
I
that
know.
hurt.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh.
All right.
Borky's gonna
city
fall
is-
in beside Remy, by the way, for the walking.
The city panic, it's like a disco ball of magic. It's just the city itself is just filled between the the papers that people use for their jobs, to like the animals, to like the pigeons that are everywhere. They're all magical. It's a little bit overwhelming to the senses, but you don't get a strong feeling from anything specifically besides yourselves. Yeah. Eventually, you guys make your way through the city streets to the entertainment district. Once again, like a machine, Kay presents all the documentation. It's very strange watching a man dressed up as a jester, like having to go through various different paperworks, like he's signing for a new house and sweating bullets the entire time. Like every time he's just like, he's ready to put the quill away. She's like, and you just sign this form. He goes, oh, fuck. And he's like, and she's like, and then you sign the form. It's like, oh, it just kind of throws his head back. As you can see, there's kind of a lineup of people trying to get
Why
through.
not give him just everyone to sign? Fucking.
She wants to be sure he's signing each one.
Just imagine his makeup's running like, this is like my divorce lawyer.
Borky wants to turn to Remy. Can Borky have a moment with Remy? Just a very quick moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, that's crazy that she referred to you as Majesty and Lordship. What's all that about, Remy?
Well, technically, where I am from, I am a lord, and sometimes Your Majesty is what a lot of the commoners will use. It's interchangeable with lord, not technically correct. It's not like I'm a king or something.
So I see. So what did you do to get this? That term, like that title?
I was born into it.
Oh, I thought it mattered. Borky walks away.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
Holy shit!
Yeah, have fun. Have fun.
Ow, I actually physically hurt from
That fucking stung. Shit.
Wow. Remy better remember this multiple ellipses.
If Remy had eyebrows, they would turn into daggers.
All right. As you
It's like
guys,
that fucking, like a little hand like comes up from the ceiling and puts staples a little eyebrow on his head.
as you guys begin to walk into the entertainment district, now getting the go-ahead from the very sweaty jester, Kay is kind of looking down at some documentation. She goes, "Mansion, why does that sound so familiar?"
Kay, do you know what the Romantian is?
The name is familiar.
It's a brothel.
That's a little strong there, Task.
You watch his Kay's face kind of goes, like tightens. You just see everything, every part
Task
of it.
is not one for subtlety, and you know.
Oh no, I know.
Kate, listen. It is one floor of it is, but the first couple of floors are just general entertainment and relaxation.
It's like a bar spa brothel, really.
I've been there before. Yep. I've been there before.
You have?
Yeah, it's just a work thing. It was just a work thing.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Come on in on this. Here we go.
Yeah, minus
18?
18K.
Oh, come on. Please give me good insight.
She rolled pretty well.
That's good.
Double 19s!
Yay!
She rolled a 19 total.
Oh.
Zito. Task. My bad. I mean Zito too.
Zeno.
Task.
You know.
Task. She's very uncomfortable. She's sweating under the collar a little bit.
Tash just grins at her.
Anyway, back to the job at hand. You guys make your way forward throughout the city. Notably, there are pigeons, but there's always pigeons. But you do notice they're kind of keeping an eye on you. As eventually you guys make your way to the Romantian during the daytime, which is, you were there before Panic and Remy as well. It's not a party during the day. It's pretty quiet during the day. You guys make your way up to the front door. You see a rather hungover looking guard at the front, this sort of dwarven woman who looks a little tired.
The guard is a dwarven woman?
Yep, dwarven woman, yeah.
Got it. I will approach.
Okay, go for it.
As will Greckles, and he will say,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
No,
you're
go
good.
ahead. Go ahead.
I don't
No, I
want
don't want
to
to take
be
your
you're
moment
good.
from you.
no, go ahead. No, I'm just the noble nobody cares about. It's all you.
Oh,
Aw.
oh, I love you, Bosco.
You apologize this instant, Taka.
What did I do?
I am not saying my thing till you apologize.
No, it's fine. Nobody in the chat actually cares either. They're like, that
I
was-
would like
oh,
to
sure.
play the D&D game, please.
I would too. Go ahead, Greckles. I'll step
okay.
on your
Okay.
toes.
Okay.
I would like to be absolved of all wrongdoing.
Yeah.
Ma'am, excuse me.
What do you want?
We need. We're here on behalf of Barnaby Black.
We're here on a very important investigation. I would like to talk to whoever's in charge of this establishment, please.
Greckles throws both talons up to his chest and just backs away slowly.
Specifically, we would like to speak to Miss Tombstone if she is around.
Tombstone? The matriarch?
Correct.
Yeah, just go inside, talk to the girl at the front desk. She can ring her in.
Thank you very much. Remy's gonna walk in and then shoot a look at Borky and then continue walking.
She just
Detect magic is still on, by the way.
It is, yeah. You
Hour
detect
long.
You detect a lot of magic in here of varying degrees.
Okay.
Like conjuration, abjuration, divination. This place, you've been here before. It's very clearly it works on a very magical based system. I'm going to say roll an arcana check for me really fast because this might not be the best thing to have on when you're in here.
Oh,
I mean,
It's like someone flashing a sunlight at a goddamn what is it? What do you call it?
The
Like
black light.
black. Thank you.
according to the wording of the spell, I have to take an action to really have the glowing stuff happen. I sense generally when magic is around me, but I don't.
Oh, it's like a raven here, though, even with that.
All right.
There's a lot in here, so it's a little muddled. You're actually having a really hard time, like, oh, there's some conjuring. Oh, an abjuration.
Arcana check is 16.
Okay. No evocation, which makes sense. I mean, there's no reason to be evocation magic in here, but like, a lot of divination, lot of conjuration, mostly those two. Some abjuration, a little bit of transmutation, too, interestingly enough.
That makes me wonder who else is scribing in here.
Divination and conjuration. Yeah, I'm specifically looking for like scrying type stuff.
Scrying, I'd say roll a perception check to see if you can pinpoint any scrying in here.
Perception. Not great. 7.
7. You look around. I mean, there's lights in here, like magical lights that already kind of exist, but none of them look like the little mote of scrying that you've seen before.
All right.
The moment you walk in, Kay is just kind of like shrunken into herself a little bit. The head's kind of like pulled back into the shoulders a little bit, and she's just kind of like brought in her little clipboard and her pencil and or her quill, and is just kind of like looking around.
New insight check.
Sure, absolutely.
I was actually just going to ask that very thing. Thank you very much.
Oh, god damn it.
13.
Task is still fucking like gecko smiling at her as we're walking in.
This place is always oddly sticky.
It's actually not. It's very nice in here. You can't get a read on her besides that she seems a little bit uncomfortable, but you're not sure why.
Does she have a last name?
You don't know.
Okay.
Kay, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just note taking. Chris is like, look, there's 5 lights. Gotta write that down.
Ah, yes, note taking.
Kay, have you ever been here?
Once on a work trip.
How long did you stay here?
I'm sorry, but this investigation is not about me. It is about what we're looking into.
All right, we know. Okay,
I was about to say, why does this
okay.
matter?
She's acting weird. She's acting weird.
Hey,
Borky,
if you do
like,
not mind, would you be able to figure out if this place is secure?
Me?
Yes, much like you did at the Hunter's locale.
Oh, I think points to Panic. I think he's already doing that.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Actually, really quick, Task, how about you though? You could scope out this entire place.
All right, activating primeval awareness for Fiends.
You get a stink like no other here.
Task ears rise up and he aims his head in that direction.
It doesn't pinpoint where they are, does it?
No, it doesn't pinpoint where they are, but it gives me a general like idea that they're around.
Okay, something in this building.
Task just like looks back at everyone else and nods his head very sharply.
Well, that's good to know. He watches Kate notes down.
Say nothing you don't want to get back to the wrong people.
I'm sorry, do you? Oh, hello again. You see an elf, a female elf currently manning the front, like little sort of, what are they called? Little podium.
Kiosk?
Oh, podium. A little podium.
Kiosk.
Yeah, a little
Plinth!
kiosk podium in the front. Plinth, thank you. And she's kind of like thumbing through some books and kind of goes, oh, very lovely to see you again. You remember, Borky, this was your masseuse when you guys were here for your whole just relaxation stay.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
My name is Crystal. I don't know if you remember me, but I think we had a lovely time.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Greckles jabs Remy a little bit.
She's talking.
Kay kind of looks up with scrutiny, just kind of like giving you this like hypocrite, like you're such a hypocrite, like just kind of looking down at her.
Who's looking at who right? Sorry, who's looking at who right now?
Kay is looking at Borky right now, just like with a sort of like you're a hypocrite, like kind of like bitterly writing down a note.
Wait, what about me? She massaged my back muscles. Then I had chicken wings. 'Twas a great day.
That's me laughing. That's me laughing, not her.
This
That
is
was me
Miss
laughing.
Tombstone, correct? The person we're talking to?
No, this is an elf.
Oh, this is the person at the front desk.
Yes, you recall
Okay.
Borky. Her name is Crystal. She's very
Crystal.
nice.
Was it with a K or a C?
C. It's the C.
Oh.
Oh. No, that's fine, guys. Parents were hippies. That's what that means.
I mean, they're elves, so I mean, all
Yeah.
The fucking
So-
rats in the multiverse.
How may I help you, gentlemen? And
Well,
We are-
actually, we require your assistance, and I'm gonna leave it to the vocally talented.
Borky backs away.
yes, ma'am. I'd like to speak with the matriarch of this establishment. We have to complete an investigation. And you watch this, like Crystal, who was at first like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get some massaging," and she's like, "Oh okay." Like her face completely like just changes, and she goes, yes, I can call Tombstone down for sure." You watch as she reaches over and she rings a bell, and as she rings that bell, panic, like almost like a jolt, like a lightning jolt from that bell, it just kind of like disappears into this giant swirling vortex of magic in this place, and you're just like, Eventually, you guys are provided with warm towels as you guys sit down and wait for you guys to get
Oh,
some free
sweet.
tea.
Oshibori.
This place
Fuck.
is like super nice.
So are we just
like,
are we in the meeting room right now? So we're like in the
yeah,
entrance.
there's like it's sort of like a cushion sort of waiting area where like they wait before they either seat you or wait till you get your escort or whatever. It's just kind of a little bit of like a
Oh,
waiting
man.
area, and
Man,
it's
I wish I had
very
coffee.
nice.
Okay.
Like it's legitimately nice.
Okay.
You guys are provided tea and beverages, like simple stuff. It's not great, but it's something to tide you over. And eventually, you hear heavy footfalls come down the stairs, as you see a female Goliath walking down the stairs. Very pursed sort of face. I'd say she's slightly shorter than Doros, just slightly. Definitely a little bit more thin than you've seen on other Goliaths. Definitely female. You can definitely tell when she comes down the stairs. Her markings are all kind of run up one arm, almost like a sleeve tattoo that comes up into kind of this like rose sort of image on her shoulder, which you assume isn't natural. It was probably done via tattooing. And you walk down, and she's definitely not dressed super nice, but she's in like very like nice looking attire, like very nice like pants.
Yakuza.
Sort of like
Right.
side skirt, kind of handkerchief on the side, and then like basically just a simple like wrap around the chest. She's bald as well, completely bald, and she's got. You thought you know how Helga constantly has this sort of disapproving looking face. She looks like she's ready to deck the next person who talks to her. That's the sort of expression she has on her
Okay,
face.
as you were then.
Is it purposely intimidating or is it just resting bitch face?
Roll an insight check.
Yes, please.
Probably the most intense, like
22s.
resting bitch face.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't
getting
seem like she's not like like maybe getting upset. And she's walking down the stairs with general.
Why did you do that again?
I don't know what I did, but
I'm also like that in the morning sometimes.
yeah.
Sorry.
She looks like she's got a job to do, but she looks like she's got this sort of like natural sort of intensity to her, which is in some ways alluring, but other ways a little off-putting. She makes her way down the stairs and eventually walks over to Crystal, and Crystal kind of just points you guys out, which is pretty easy. You're the only ones in the establishment right now. She kind of walks over and goes, "What do you want?"
Remy is gonna step up immediately. Hopefully, Kay does as well.
You get up to like her, like underneath her boobs a little bit, like just slightly under.
I have to ask a
It's the-
question,
it's
Monty,
perfect
about the.
position.
Stand up when a lady
We-
enters the room.
We must discuss how tall is she?
She's slightly shorter than Doris. I should say she's probably 7'6".
Okay.
Probably.
All right.
Odd question. Is she taller than? Oh God. Fuck,
Vel?
what's her name?
Vel?
Yeah, is she taller than Vel?
Much taller. Vel is very short. Vel is like 6 foot tall. And this is
Oh.
another female Goliath who is much taller than her.
Monty, really quick, did that tome have pictures of any of the Yugoloths?
It had like weird depictions, like artistic depictions of them. Generally, the
Some-
Arcana Loth was like a fox, like kind of like a weird foxy sort of form. And the
Okay.
Ultra Loth was kind of like, there's so many different pieces of art, you're not really sure what it looks like. It looks very strange and its artwork very terrifying. The Mezzaloth, though, had a very clear depiction. Obviously, someone, I mean, based on Barnaby Black having a head, people have obviously
Barnaby
studied.
Jones. Okay, sorry.
Sorry. Obviously, people have probably run into these more frequently, so they're able to study them a bit more. So
Okay. That was important for this investigation.
you watch as Tombstone, as she's known as, kind of like crosses her arms in front of her and looks down to you, a little annoyed, just more like, obviously this isn't a business thing, so she's not sure how much she cares about it. What do you want?
Miss Tombstone, I presume.
Mm.
My name is Remus Corbeau, and on behalf of the council, we are here to investigate a murder that took place at this establishment.
Believe I contracted that out to a Barnaby Black. Are you working on his behalf now?
We are indeed.
I have the documentation. You watch as Kay just kind of like leafs through some bags and kind of presents it to her. And like Tombstone kind of just looks at her and just like without breaking eye contact on you, Remy, gently like reaches down and grabs the note, and then slowly her eyes turn to the paper and she looks down at it.
She's like Kowalski. I love this.
Real
She,
quick,
like-
detect magic is still on.
Yep. She's completely normal. She kind of licks her thumb and
Okay.
flips through.
Do you mind if I really quick brush over what Primeval Awareness does for like a quick hot second?
You can click the button and it puts it up in the thing for me if you want to do that.
Yes, I'd like to do that.
Let's do that, yeah. So that's for 1 minute. Okay. At this point, it's definitely been beyond 1 minute.
Yeah, but the fact that like Task looks like he has like fucking red eye is telling. Shit's gone. There's something here.
Yeah. She kind of looks at it and she hands it back to Kay and like readjusts her eyes with her. And she kind of like leans up against the wall a little bit because it's kind of like a weird nook area you guys are hanging out in. She kind of leans up and you watch as she kind of like reaches into her pocket and she pulls out a pipe and just kind of starts stuffing it. Kind of licks her thing and just kind of like lighting it. And she's like, all right, what do you want to know?
Can you tell us what happened, at least what you were able to find?
She looks at the front doors and goes, can we go somewhere more private, respectfully?
Of course.
Certainly.
I would assume a place like this has plenty of those rooms.
Before we continue, gentlemen and lady, I just want to omit some rules here as you enter the Romantian in this sort of fashion.
We're listening.
The secrets of the Romantian are heavily guarded by Rufus Crumblebum, and we will find you, no matter where you run, if you start to expel our secrets to the public. We do this with respect to the law. She looks towards Kay. But just know this, and the information I provide you does not leave this place.
Our business here is strictly professional.
Good. Then there will be no problems.
That's why I'm being quiet, more or less.
Kind of looks over to you. You're a chicken wing boy.
Oh fuck! That's awesome.
Hold on.
You have a title here.
Hold on. Yes, I am, ma'am. Borky says with a smile on his face. Ma'am.
Last person to order that many chicken wings were 2 Goliaths.
Borky's got a plaque up on the fucking second floor over the bar.
Chicken man. They were delicious.
Here at the Romantian, our utmost thing are 4 philosophies: comfort, satisfaction, and safety. Oh yeah, and making money. That's the last one. Kind of glaze over at that point.
I was just about to like curl his finger up and was like, okay.
Of course, cleanliness, I think this place is the money one at this point, but that's beyond the point. Anyway, if you're going to be here, especially investigating, we're going to have to reveal some secrets to you. Secrets that we would not like our competitors to know about.
You have competition?
Who's competing with you?
Was about to say.
Well, there are other escort places beyond Elevast.
I guess that's fair.
Oh.
You guys got like a party boat, right?
That would be Rufus Crumblebum's party boat, yes.
Yeah, I heard someone say on the side of it, it says, if this boat's a rockin', please knock.
She kind of looks and goes, that would be a very good slogan. I'll send that to Mr. Crumblebum. Anyway, one of our escorts was killed the other night.
We were told the name was Diamond.
Yes, Diamond. She was a very nice girl. It's very unfortunate. She was a new hire. She was another elf we brought in. She came in from Turcadia.
What was her background? What did she do before coming to the Romantian?
She worked at the Romantian in Turcadia capital for a little bit.
This is a
before-
branching operation then.
Oh yes, absolutely. There's Romantians throughout the entire world.
Yeah, we know.
Man, it's a franchise. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we,
Yeah, it's a
we saw one. Remember?
I
bet
kind
you
of don't. I'm sorry.
remember.
I kind of don't. I'm sorry.
I understand it might be difficult, but do you have any details on the way she died?
We found an arm in the bathhouse. What does that tell you?
I see.
Porky looking
What the-
around. Whose arm?
The victim's Borky.
Thank you.
Were you able to tell if it was severed by a blade or perhaps by some kind of creature that had claws or fangs, perhaps?
We have shown it to the guard, but we have kept it here to see if loved ones want it or not. If you want to take a look at it, I can show it to you.
Yes,
you also-
please.
Would you like to speak with the patriarch as well?
Any witnesses that you have that either found the body or saw something or believe they saw something would be very beneficial.
Absolutely.
Also, possible access to her room would be good as well.
We can look into that as well. Her room specifically, we found her body, or lack thereof, in the bathhouse. But you want the room that she works in?
Any place that she's been,
Okay.
we're aware that things are watching through scrying and other various spells. So anywhere
Notable.
she's been.
Okay, notable. All right, follow me this way. You watch as she walks up to a wall and just opens the wall.
Oh, well, that's
man.
that's one of them secrets we can't tell anybody.
Yep, come on in. Workers' tunnels. Let's go.
Okay.
Greckles and Panic. Notably, you guys recall that escorts just randomly showed up in your room somehow.
Oh.
So
Then.
it's one of the features.
Huh.
Nice.
They never
clever.
they never come through the front door. They always come through a secret
Noted.
entrance. So they're already there when you go into your room.
Okay, that actually could lead to a lot of problems, though.
Secret
Yep.
tunnel.
Secret
Secret
tunnel.
tunnel.
To my dick.
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
All right, you guys make your way through the tunnels, which are actually not super tight. They're kind of tight, and narrow, like width based. But even the Goliath, who you have ahead of you, is having like an easy enough time. Borky, you're walking sideways. It's you got a bit of a wideness to you. That you
Oh,
kinda
this
have to walk sideways.
this is unfortunate. My nips are catching every single divot.
You guys eventually make your way into a very surprisingly large lounge area you've never seen before. It appears to be like a sort of like green room, like the equivalent of like a theater green room in a way. There's just
Oh.
various outfits hanging on different hangers. There's like different vanities of varying degrees.
So
There's a
this is
bunch
for
of
the performers?
couches. Yeah, this is for the escorts.
Okay.
There's like piles of food randomly, and like not like oh dainty nice food you'd find like junk food equivalent.
Sure.
You see that there is currently like in a very loose sort of like dress, like currently just like thumbing through a book is like a really 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 tired looking another human. Is currently like licking her tongue and like reading through. It looks like it's a romance novel that she's reading through.
Is it one that no, never mind. Never mind.
It's Forbidden Horns, yeah.
Ah, yes.
Oh my god.
Why are they forbidden?
You see currently sitting at one of the vanities is Princess, who is one of your escorts, Greckles, currently just kind of like combing her face and kind of poofing up her little side furs, making herself look really, really nice. You also see there are men here as well. You see that there are 3 dwarves that are currently like at the moment just kind of cleaning up in general. One of them just like, I found a full one, and he just start popping open. They start taking swigs of this really, really nice wine. You see a like currently what looks like a Northlander human kind of like skimming through costumes, and he's like putting away this really over the top like barbarian wolf costume, and just kind of like hanging it up and like skimming through other ones. And you do see currently Zeus hanging out on the couch, just kind of like sleeping at the moment, just kind of like snoring.
Oh.
Beyond that, you also see the straightforward good time. They're in the corner, just
Yeah.
standing.
Hey. Sort of finger crossbows.
You watch as they turn back and they go, crossbow, crossbow, kind of doing a shooting motion back.
Oh.
And then they just kind of go back to their sort of neutral. It looks like they're probably in some sort of like rest state of some manner. All right, so you guys are in the Romantian back room.
I take out the tuning fork.
Okay,
Oh.
take out the tuning fork.
How long has it been since we left the tavern to this point?
Oh, a while, like 30 minutes, if not like 45
Okay,
to an hour.
I still have 35 to an hour.
Yeah.
All right, if it's been past an hour, then detect magic is no longer working.
I'm gonna say between the waiting time at the Romantian, getting there, and all the paperwork that Kay had to get the guy to sign, I'd say it's probably been an hour by now for
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
I would probably then start ritual casting again.
Okay. You kind of sit down on the floor and start going through like weird tongue stuff, and Kay just kind of goes, "No, okay."
While
You notice that Kay is like completely like hidden behind the clipboard right now, like just like completely like avoiding anything, and just kind of like you see visible sweat on her cheeks
What?
and face.
Monty, one more insight check just to figure it out, to put
All
the
right,
square
go.
peg in the square hole.
Yeah, that's. I need to. She can't.
God damn it!
Could I
20. That's
also-
going to be a 23.
Ooh.
I would also
Man,
like to.
This is a big
Absolutely, go
room.
ahead. I'm gonna give you advantage, Panic, actually, on this.
Okay.
These are some good chicken wings, says Crackles.
19.
Okay, roll her. She rolled really well, actually, but she did not beat Bosco. So Remy,
Yes.
you notice as you walked in through the door, like she was kind of just like, oh, you go first, and you kind of didn't take your eyes off her for a second. The moment she sees Zeus, she's hiding behind that clipboard. You notice.
Oh yeah!
Speaking of more fun sounds that that Panic totally made that one time.
Remy is going to lean down, notice that Kay is very distracted, and he's going to very quietly in her ear, Lady Kay.
Yes, notes, yes.
Yes, if you could focus, we have a job to do. I can assure you, no one's going to judge you.
Okay, yeah, no, job. We gotta do a job. She's writing. You just look over and she's writing job over and over again.
He's then going to turn to Miss Tombstone. Miss Tombstone, have any of your escorts come forward with any information? I don't want to bother all of them with a generalization if we don't have to.
I would talk to Zeus. He says there's been some strange behavior with some guests.
Does Remy know that you guys have history with Zeus?
No.
He wasn't there. He
No,
wasn't
well,
there when you
well,
guys.
No,
Yeah.
but we would love you guys. We would love you to find out, though. We would.
All right, Remy's going to approach this Zeus person and motion for people to follow him.
He's wearing you've never seen this man wear. I mean, you actually know I lied. You saw him wear a shirt once and he hated it. But
Yes.
yeah, he's currently shirtless. Just got he literally like whatever the sweatpant equivalent would be in this world. Like legs kind of crossed, arms crossed, head thrown back on like a really nice velvet pillow. He's like on this couch sort of thing. He's just kind of like,
Panic, do you want to do it?
Have I finished casting detect magic?
No, I think you already did, Greckles.
It takes a minute to reach. I think it takes like 10 minutes to do a
10
ritual.
minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. So you want to stand there awkwardly. for
Okay,
a
you know what? No,
while.
then fuck it. Task will knock the tuning fork on his kneecap.
As you hit it, absolutely no sound, and it's just like, kind of wipes his eyes and sits up.
Well, at
Excuse
least
me.
we now know that.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Zeus?
You watch as he goes from being like, I'm awake to hello, immediately just kind of
180.
yeah, complete 180, and kind of runs his hand across his bald head and turns. He goes, I might be. Who's asking?
My name is Remus Corbeau. He's going to extend a talon for a handshake. We are here investigating a murder.
You watch as he reaches up and he grabs your claw and kind of very firmly shakes it and kind of pulls you close to a little closer, just kind of like little tests of strength.
Remy's going to attempt to resist it, not to struggle with him, but
Roll an athletics check. Let's say.
okay. Oh God.
Are you strong, burb?
Here we go. 11.
He's SpongeBob.
You guys
Hello,
tie
Bones
actually.
Burb.
All right.
He got an 11 too. So he basically like he kind of pulls you in a little bit, not crazy.
Yep.
And he just kind of leans up and goes, "I like a man in uniform." And lets you go. Kind of gives you a smile.
You son of a bitch.
You watch as he kind of spans around and he sees the rest of you. Goes, well. And you watch as he sees Kay. Oh well. Panic.
Oh,
Have
you
I
know
finished
my
casting now?
Yeah, at this point you're like cast and you're like and you turn over.
Oh, hey, handsome.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, I see.
Here on business, unfortunately.
My business or yours?
Both.
Mr. Zeus, we're looking into the murder of one of your compatriots, Diamond. We were hoping you could maybe give us some information about something you may
Oh.
have seen.
Yeah, of course. He kind of watches. I'm gonna say roll an insight on him.
Okay.
Everyone can roll an insight.
Everyone. Okay.
Yay.
That's going to be
Because
another
of our-
23. Michael Jordan in the house.
And 24.
Borky
16.
continues to
Because
roll.
of our past intimacy,
Four.
squeezes some advantage out of this.
Borky with a
dude,
4.
You can read his body language.
Borky with that wild ass 4.
Borky's just like, I don't know why we're here.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Borky, there's a full chicken costume as you watch the guy.
Oh
going
no,
to
don't Lottie, don't do this,
costume.
Lottie.
All right.
He
That's
will
sort
wear
of
that.
rich.
Don't do this.
It's like a oh god damn it. Let me explain this. Maybe it's because of guys and dolls, but like like they did like I love you a bushel and a peck, like that sort of like a sort of like cabaret.
Oh, I know. He'll still
chicken,
wear it. He'll still wear it.
like
I thought this was-
chicken costume.
I thought this was like Big Bird levels of
No,
chicken suits.
no.
I don't think Monty.
I thought the gobbledygooker. I'm not gonna lie.
I was
People have their
thinking that
tastes.
fucking doll that you squeeze and it screams at you.
Jesus,
Borky's just staring at it and just not moving.
It's got a head and everything. It's like a little hat you wear.
By the way, as Borky stares at it, it slowly focuses in more and more, and a ringing increases in his ear. That's it. That's all you need to know.
So 13 from Panic.
Panic, you're a little smitten. You haven't seen him in a while.
Unless I manage to squeeze advantage out of him because I can read his body language.
Oh, he
No,
read your
he's-
body, buddy.
He's
Beans.
Zeus.
Got the
He's kind of when it comes to this relationship, he's definitely a little more experienced. No offense. All right. Out of all of you, unfortunately, even Taz, I'm sorry, rolled a 17. Greckles, you notice like he's like looking at Panic and he's just like, oh, Panic. Like he's got this sort of look to Panic where he's just like, oh, it's a fun thing. Panic is very interesting and a lot of fun. When he looks at Kay, there's kind of like a mixture of both like happiness in the same sort of way, but also like a nervousness, like sort of like a trepidation in a weird way. You do notice the occasional glance as Kay is like completely like avoiding him. But he kind of crosses his leg and he kind of pats on the couch. He goes, "Go ahead, you're sort of employees here now temporarily. It seems like, isn't that right, Tombstone?" Tombstone just kind of blows her pipe and goes, "Go to hell." And he's like, "Yeah, all right."
Fantastic dynamic that you have here, Zeus.
Oh yeah. We get on each other's nerves. We do get along though. We just kind of like to rib each other, don't we?
Yeah, but
And Tombstone kind of knocks the pipe and kind of gives him this little side glance with this resting bitch face and just kind of rolls her eyes and kind of walks over and sits down on the couch and leans back too.
that's fair enough. But just how well do you know your compatriots?
I mean, we don't really work with each other too often. And he kind of turns and looks to you, Greckles, like almost peering through you and to Panic a little bit.
In any case,
You watch as Kay kind of lowers the clipboard and just kind of has this look of like, what? And then just kind of goes back behind the clipboard again.
anyway,
Just shrugs. We had money to spend.
we have no reason to believe that Diamond's murder was just a complete fluke. We're looking for possible reasons as to why.
Do you know of anyone that might have had a vendetta against her?
No, I mean, she was only making friends now. I mean, like, we got along with her. She's a very sweet girl, very quiet generally, had her hobbies, but didn't really bother anyone.
What kind of
So,
hobbies?
Well, yeah.
Hobbies?
We
We're just
all
gonna-
have hobbies.
Fine, Panic.
just-
Yeah,
you just-
hobby. Yeah, okay.
I was just gonna say how well did you know her?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
myself, I mean, I helped train her, but beyond that, I didn't know her that well.
Didn't get any hobbies or.
Kind of adjusts his head towards Tombstone, and she kind of blows the pipe, and she goes, she was into, what was it, when you make glasses to drink out of? Not glasses, but like the clay ones. Pottery? I think it was pottery. Yeah. She was part of a little pottery guild. It was a hobbyist little thing. She seemed to like it.
Okay.
Who frequent who out of everyone else here apart from Zeus, who else frequented her in the work environment?
I think she was a solo hider, wasn't she? And Zeus is like, yeah, she's only solo. That was on her contract. So, in terms of actual escort job, it would be just her. But in terms of her other work, then it would be probably the girls who run the masseuse parlor.
This is going to sound very intimate, but I need to. This might be good for the investigation. Who has she been with in the last before her murder?
It turns towards Tombstone. She goes, "I'll pick up her ledger." And she just gets up and disappears for a little bit. And you watch her disappear into like another room, what you assume is an office of some kind.
And
Uh,
while she fetches that, another question. Have you, or for that matter, anyone else in this room, noticed anything weird or unusual going on within these walls?
I think there was one thing that was rather weird. We've had a few complaints lately of guests feeling unwell the following morning.
Unwell,
Where exactly?
how?
Yeah.
The premium suite, a few of the standard suites. Notably, it's mostly been guards, warrior types generally. But we've looked through the
This
rooms.
screams.
We haven't
I'm
seen anything.
I'm sorry. I look over to Remy. This screams vying for military secrets.
Yes, it does.
We've dealt with something like this before, guys.
Can is it once we figure out this paperwork of who she's been with, I'd like to see the worker tunnels that lead to the area where these people are feeling this.
Would you like to see the bathhouse as well, where she,
Yes, and any sort of evidence, any physical evidence of the body you have still remaining, I'd like to see as well.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's just wait for Tombstone to come back. She likes to take her time. She's probably refilling her pipe. They kind of wait for these few moments, and you watch as some of the escorts kind of like Princess come by and goes, "Oh, hello." And she kind of looks towards you, Greckles, and gives you a little wave, and she goes, "I'm going to start working in the cleaning tubs now." And you watch as Zeus goes, "Yeah, go ahead." He's like, "Do you need me for anything?" He's like, It kind of turns to you guys. Do you need anything from Princess before she runs off?
Actually, Princess, if you don't mind me asking, how well did you know Diamond?
Not very well. We've never really worked. She worked a different shift than me, so we tend to. She used to pick up my slack, is the sort of joke we make. So unfortunately, I don't know.
Hey,
I
Monty.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Just I'm
Yeah.
I'm not really keen on Tombstone just walking away and taking this long. I want to look in the direction where she went off to.
Okay, roll a perception. I mean, the door is closed, so I mean, you see just a
Stop
closed
it.
door.
In the
Yeah.
mean check, Monty, I hate to burn it, but I feel like rolling insight for almost everything that's said in here is important.
Okay, you want to
But-
roll insight on just generally Princess's demeanor, what she's
Yeah.
like. I mean, you had a night with her, so you kind of know her a little bit. So go ahead.
I might as well interrupt too.
God damn it! I cannot insight tonight.
8. She seems like she's off to do her job. That's all you can really do.
How thick are the walls in here?
And silly question, I need to know for bathroom reasons, when shall we be having our break?
In 2 seconds here.
Yeah, okay.
So the wall thickness, very thick. This is a solid stone building, where it's really well insulated and really like you thought you knew the Romantian because on the surface level it's like little cute little hotel place you see in the first floor, the second floor, the first floor. This is the basement, and the basement
Stone?
seems to be big. Stone, yeah, solid
Stone
stone.
walls. Can you give me precise measurements of how thick the walls would be?
Oh, like the entire crust of the earth, like thick. It is
More than a foot. Then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Like this is like carved into the ground, into the
Detect
stone.
magic will not penetrate that.
Yeah. So in this room, though, you detect a little bit of magic. Obviously, the vanities, things like that, but nothing that seems out of the ordinary. So no like illusion spells or anything like that. If that's what you're looking out for.
Yeah, I'm specifically. I was trying to see what was happening beyond that door since it
Hey,
caught Griddles.
hey guys! When Tombstone comes back with the paperwork, let Tass take it because I want a sleight of hand hit her hand with the fork.
What's
Fair
your
enough.
sleight of hand at?
5.
Do you want me to do it? It's at 9. Mine's at 9.
Sure, I'll pass it to you then.
Actually, that would
okay.
make sense because Task, you could distract her by going for the paperwork and then tap.
As you hand off the tuning fork and you see Miss Tombstone enter with a decently long sheet, we're gonna take a break here because I can tell Curtin needs to use the bathroom really badly.
Really badly, yeah,
Go ahead.
bye.
Okay.
Big me too.
Everybody go do your thing. I'm going to stay here with the chat. What's up, chat? How's it going? Just be out here chilling. This is what I do. This is where I shine, is during the intermission. Ah, there they are. Hey, guys. What up? Yes, I am having fun today, Citric. Thank you for asking. Ah, here come all the Boscos. Going good, going good. Can't complain. Sorry to hear Remy had his pride murder. No, it's all good. Don't worry about it, Pupasa. People are excited for the MLP thing. I'm glad. Should be fun. I do have to shine at some point. Thank you, Daff. I don't call or write. Yeah, I'm a terrible date. How would I play a lizard folk? Like Lizard Man from Soul Calibur. I will strengthen the soul of Lizard Man. Sword and shield. I know. Thank you, Point. I appreciate you guys siding with Borky. I figured. Sam, I'm so sorry you have to go through an MLP campaign. I mean, I don't have to, but I will. Cancel talk. I stand with Bosco. Oh dear. K and Zeus sitting in a tree. That's a word I won't spell out. 100 bits from Burnout Vaughn. If you ever have a con booking in Missouri, you have to let me know. I owe you a straight edge equivalent of a drink. You should get me a Second City Saint. What it is Aquafina out of the bottle, and you put it on the rocks, and I'll have a couple of Second City Saints with you. So that'll work. Here we go. Any idea what kind of character you will play next week, Bosco? Not a flipping clue. And I probably won't think about it till the day off, if I'm being perfectly honest. Shut up, Monty. Xeon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 bits. Thank you for giving me the strength to become a DM, as well as thank you, Zito, for the awesome conclusion to the TFS archive. I'm sure Zito would appreciate that if he was here. He'll probably come back right as I finish reading that. Nope, that sounds like Gaijin.
Okay, I'm here.
Yep. Dante the Owlet with 700 bits. First time I am bit dropping. Well, thank you, Dante. Thank you all for providing me and my friends and my family 2-ish years of entertainment, and also for inspiring me and my brother for getting into D&D. The show has gotten me through hard times as well, so thank you so much. Dude, thank you for tuning in. And or madam. I can't tell. I assume dude.
I always see as dude as kind of that sort of neutral term. If you,
that's why I stick with it, because I never want to be that guy who uses the wrong pronoun.
Yeah.
Andor, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. 9 months. PF Triple A Entertainment. May come many more in the future.
Hello, I'm back. And don't worry,
hi.
Remy. Don't worry, Remy. You're royal to me.
Aw. And that's where you go, a royal pain in the arse.
I mean,
Man,
yeah.
you have low self-esteem.
Remy most certainly does not have low self-esteem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 bits. If tieflings are the LaCroix of fiends, are Azamar's the LaCroix of celestials.
Oh, God.
Thank you, defective sheep.
For the 500 bits. Xeon, thank you for the bits as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, would you want to keep going? You were having fun?
No, it's fine. You
We
do your
do
thing.
have a
It's
little
fine.
bit of time because I got to do something. Really
And Icy
fast.
Briz with 1,000 bits. I can't think of a better show to watch leading into my birthday. Now go catch that. You go, Loth. You go, Loth. Go, Loth. Go, Loth.
God, I hate it when I start typing in Roll20 and it kicks me out. Oh,
Yeah,
and
you're
Icy
gone.
Briz, thank you for the 1,000 bits. 100 bits from Elated Megalodon. If it makes you feel any, thank you very much for the 100 bits, though. Queen Elfie one with 1,500 bits. So happy to catch this live for a change. I really enjoy Remy very much. Borky is a shit for what he said.
He is. He is.
Queen
We all
Elfie,
know.
I was so proud of that. I'm like, oh, this is going to hurt Bosco, but he's also going to respect it as an actor.
Yep.
Bosco, I need you to lean into this gunshot as well as you can.
No, it's all good, dude.
You're gonna get. I know you're
Also-
gonna get. Queen Elfie won. Seriously.
To answer your question, DeLuna, Chicago was great. I love being home. I got to be there most of the past 3 weeks, so that was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, man. You miss home?
What did Queen Elfie one say?
I absolutely miss home. I miss the food. I miss my family. I miss the city. I miss the snow. I miss a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing I don't miss from New York, though, is the snow.
Thank
Do
you
not
again.
miss it.
I don't miss shoveling the flipping snow.
Mhm.
I do miss the actual snow.
I would also like to Queen Elfie 1, thank you for the 1,500 bits. Viral Tech 1. This is a Danganronpa level of Danganronpa levels of investigation. We need the atmospheric background music. 500 bits from Viral Tech 1. Dehansk, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Nappa's nipple clamps.
Nice.
Wow.
Nappa's nipple clamps. Haven't got a live stream in a while, so have some bits from Napple's nipple clamps. Nappa's, not Napples. Ah, beans. 2,000 bits, thank you. Nappa's nipple clamps. Pyrotherian with 1,000 bits. Across all your tabletop campaigns, what item would you say is your favorite? Magical, science fiction, or mundane? Oh
My favorite magical weapon, item in general will always be the scroll of cure blindness because it makes me laugh every time.
Ah, shit!
I'll be right back.
I think mine was a homebrew one that I made, which was Philip's Guise, which was pretty much, it's a ring that can let you transform into a goat and disguise yourself in the middle of the field.
Anyone else got anything?
Honestly, it's not a favorite, but what I was able to do with it, I had a ring of milled stone, and there was an old 3.5 class that lets you have a pet elemental of whatever element you want. And my DM explained that if you melded with your elemental, you took it over. So I essentially had a medieval mech.
Not bad.
Oh, nice.
This is my first.
It's
my first campaign, so I got nothing. Lusume, thank you for the bits. Trainer Source Hero, thank you for the bits. Cryptic Scientist, thank you for the bits. Emon Tizzle with 500 bits. Emon Tizzle. My lord, my goodness. Gorm is wrestling now. So, question for everybody: have any of you tried Mass Builders Beta? It's very fun. Also, here's hoping your night goes well. Now, I lurk. MASS period after each one. I believe that is an abbreviation.
Never heard of it.
Mass Builder's an indie game where you build your own Gundam type mech and beat the shit out of things.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I played something similar to that, but for the life of me, I forgot what the fuck the name of it was.
Yeah.
And Skyblaze71325, thank you for the 200 bits as well. Monty, are you good to go?
Nope.
Okay, and Slayers of Beholders, thank you for the bits as well. Did you need to go? By the way, there,
What?
Bosco, you've been here the whole time.
No, I'm good. I took my bathroom break while you made me wait an hour to roleplay.
Ah, I got you in. I wonder where Remy is.
Did you? I feel like that was Monty feeling bad for me.
No, I genuinely was like, okay, this has been like 45 minutes. Where the fuck is Remy at? I was like,
I don't think Monty or myself expected you guys to spend 45 minutes at the fucking inn.
No, it's just what happens when we have this many.
You could say it was unexpected.
I will kick you in the dick.
He will.
Come get
Rainbow
me, bitch.
Snack, thank you so much for the 200 bits. First time catching live in a while. Oh, well, I hope you've been enjoying the live show, everybody. This, again, a massive thank you to so many people, to Blackfoot Pyrotherian, Queen Elfie 1, Nappa's Nipple Clamps. There's a lot of people dropping subs and bits. It is
Naomi Moon, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. We appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, Naomi.
All right, are you good to go, everybody? Connor, you here?
Mm-hmm.
Let's rock and roll.
All right. I will have to just quietly eat because I'm starving and I had
You
to
need
wait
us to
a
buy you a
minute.
couple more
I
minutes?
just fucking shoveled a handful of Frosted Flakes into my mouth. I'm ready to
Monty,
go.
do you want us to buy you a couple more minutes while you eat?
No, I'm
Okay.
I'm just preparing my juice box for consumption. Then we're good to go.
That is a way
Why
to
are
say
you
that.
laughing? It is
That's a way to say that. Also, Vince Smoke Sanjay, thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title, Napa. No, just no. Just no. No, I'm not reading it.
Alrighty.
Nope.
Everyone's back. We're all good.
You're right to avoid it.
Alrighty. So, as Tombstone comes back, she perplexedly carries a very small piece of paper, and she hands it to you guys, and she kind of taps out her pipe. She's kind of smoking for now.
I'm gonna try and tap her really quick with a sleight of hand with that tuning fork,
And
Alright, go ahead.
Task is aiding him, so does he get advantage on this?
since it's distracting.
It's not something you can really.
Because if, for example, hey,
What
show
is-
me these papers while he goes
What is Task doing to distract her? is what
going
he
over
wants
the
to do.
list with her, being like, okay, can you explain how this all works? Like that.
Yeah,
kind of
like pretty
thing.
much. What's the bureaucracy of this list?
Sure, go ahead. I'd say go ahead with advantage, sleight of hand.
22.
Not that you needed it.
That's
She rolled
four
like
though.
garbage. You're fine. Yeah.
Okay.
You gently, ping, not a single thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
She puts the list in front of you. Goes. She does not have very much because she was not here for that long, unfortunately. These are all of the escorts she had over the period of being here for about a month and a half. Inside is the diamond escort ledger.
Okay. Okay. So now, real quick, which one on this list is the most current?
Laszlo Arkvane.
The one at the bottom is.
So Terry Allwind.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. So it goes in order. So the beginning was the first escort, and then at the end was the last one. the first one.
Okay. Could you give me a little bit more information on who this Terry Allwin is?
I believe I remind you that comfort and security is one of the philosophies we have here. We do not take patron information that we do not need.
Well, you
One
said
of-
which one was the most occurring on this list, right?
Yeah, it looks like the most occurring is only
It
one
is-
person, which is Laszlo, who's coming twice.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yes, more about him.
Ask more about Laszlo.
Yeah.
Well, she's not budging on giving us any information. Kay, Mom, can you bully your way? Can you Karen your way into this?
Wow.
Do you look towards Kay?
I checked online, and there's one in the back. It says. Oh, I know that hurt. That physically hurt Monty, but
You want to know why?
You have
that,
to understand. I
you
just
want to know why that
cringed.
hurts me out of the game for a second? Is because we don't have a back at my store.
oh, I.
Oh no, that happened to me too. we
No,
don't have a
no.
back, but I got Karen super hard at retail.
No, we did have a back when I worked retail,
Oh.
and that was like the most common thing. It's like, well, it said there was one, and I'm like,
Anyway.
No, this is the next hour of this podcast.
I just need to
If
vent.
you look at Kay, Kay kind of looks back and like kind of looks forward, and she takes a list from you, Task, and she kind of looks at it.
Yeah.
And she goes, "There are some guards on here."
Guards.
Wait.
Yeah, I recognize Bruce Kellum. He's a guard. He's a wall guard of the middle to high district.
Okay.
And he watches her face, like she like scrunches her fingers in, and the paper goes as she pulls herself in, and you watch her eyes just kind of narrow, and she looks really pissed off. Borf is on here.
Oh, yeah, Borfin Bifflestein.
Yep.
Sometimes I think you guys are just making these names up because I can't read.
She said Laszlo, the person who's on there twice, is a guard.
No, he's not.
No,
No, he's not.
Bruce Kellum is. And
Bruce Kellum. Sorry, my
Borfin Bifflestein is also a guard, specifically who
Borfin
works with Kay.
Bifflestein?
Borfin Bifflestein.
Have any of them reported, or have you heard of them reporting about what they've been feeling is a little weird?
Zeus kind of leans, goes, "None of these people know."
Hmm. The fact that Laszlo is on here twice, that's a little suspicious.
Not that was suspicious. We do have reoccurring customers. You watch as Zeus kind of looks over to you, Penn, and goes, "You'd know about that."
Well, yeah.
Did anyone hear anything unusual the night of the murder?
They both kind of looked at each other and shrugged. Not really. She was in the bath, which is very private, so unfortunately, it's quite isolated.
Customers aren't allowed in the employee baths.
No, not at all. It is our place to bathe and clean and do what we need to.
I think it would
And you
be
can confirm that that is where this occurred.
That's when we found the arm.
I'd
Where
like
did
to
you find-
investigate there.
Absolutely.
Hold on. You said you found an arm. Where is the rest of the body?
We do not know.
I see.
Okay, before the room, then I'd like to investigate the arm.
Very well. We'll grab the box.
Remy,
Watch it.
do you think that she might still be alive? If all they found was an arm, can we even confirm that she died? Or is something more nefarious happening here?
It's
Gentlemen,
too early to tell. Once I get a good look at the arm, I should be able to tell what severed it.
Gentlemen, I'm a little paranoid about something, but I want to at least pass this on to you. I kind of huddle everyone in together while they're getting the arm and everything.
Zeus kind of huddles in too, just like wanting to be included.
No, he's out. Keep him out.
Zeus, if
Keep
I
him
may
out.
ask you to please step back. This is a very private matter.
Yes.
Of course. He walks over to Kay and starts talking to her.
Guys,
Oh.
not to take
You
away
know the
from
games that we
everything, but what's the over under on us getting that one outfit over there for the case? For the
It's
case.
looking under right now, big guy.
Okay, sorry. This place is so stimulating.
A thought just crossed my mind, and I'm not sure if I'm crazy or if it's actually a valid situation. Remember the imp we saw this morning,
Yeah.
and the fact that it didn't die? Like it didn't pass on when it was dead, and we only found one of the body parts here. What if? And I'm sensing immense fiendish activity in this entire location. I can't pinpoint it, but what if this person also has material realm syndrome?
I mean, maybe.
Would you be able to tell where it is resonating from if we got you closer to it, or is it just a general sense?
That would take me a lot of investigation, but it's a start.
Suppose the hand was severed by something fiendish. Would that set off your senses?
What if the arm itself is fiendish?
That
And-
is the other concern. Diamond is a relatively new employee, if I remember the information correctly, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We've got ways of testing that if it works on non-living tissue.
I would be curious to know when Diamond started working here and how that syncs up with the guards not feeling well, if you catch my drift.
Right.
Could I do some sort of thing to see if creatures can drain like vitality out of people through,
The stuff.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and roll I don't know, Arcana check. I guess that'd be kind of like a spell effect. I
So
suppose.
like if she was actually a succubus in disguise?
I mean,
'cause
yeah.
Oh, you had to
we-
go out and
we've
say it,
been-
didn't you?
Well,
Quit dancing.
so-
We're all adults here.
above game, I think we all have an idea that is one of the things it could be. Whether or not
Yeah.
in game we know, it's a completely different story.
Right.
we're interacting a lot with different types of fiends, like rapid fire. So, Arcana check is gonna be. Come on, be good. 9.
9. I mean, there's spells that do it. False life. There's other siphony kind of spells. Did you guys ever run into something that did that? I feel like you did at some point. No, my friends did. Never mind. They had to suffer through that.
Yeah,
No.
we never had
Oh.
anything that did that.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know that there are spells that exist. You know, a lot of those spells are super fucking illegal because they're necromancy spells. But generally, like, maybe you have no idea.
Can
I mean, it's broad.
Can I possibly do an intelligence check to piece together what the guards may have been going through compared to what our employees were going through when we had that devil problem?
Devil problem. What do you mean?
The
I'm
one,
really-
the okay,
In
so
our
it was-
basement.
It was the one Mel. said.
Oh, the Somalisk. That's right.
Yeah.
That was Go ahead and roll an intelligence. Actually, no, this would be religion for you, Reckles. Actually, where you do that.
Okay.
Religion.
21.
Much
Nice.
better.
I'd say because your knowledge, you've been studying, like Orin stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Somalisk actually falls within Nox's realm. It is a shadow creature. Specifically, it would fall under a demon, less of a devil, but still a possibility. Generally, the fatigue seemed to be a lack of sleep, which maybe is a cause. You're not sure. The other thing is that did leave desecrated ground, so you could always see if you can find some way to find desecrated ground potentially.
And something tells me in this entire vicinity that if I am feeling fiendish activity, there's got to be unsacred ground around here somewhere.
Yeah, but who can find it?
We don't really have any paladins with us.
Yeah, we should have brought Doros with us.
Good luck getting him in here.
All right, well, let's check out that arm then.
Yeah.
We're making a lot of assumptions, but we don't actually have the evidence yet.
All right. As you guys turn around, you currently see Kay and Zeus talking. And the moment you guys are done, Zeus kind of just does like a double take. Goes, oh, yeah, and kind of walks back over. And Kay just kind of looks, very weird expression on her face, just kind of like as if she's like holding her breath like deep inside in some ways. Just
In
kind
a
of
bad way or in a good way?
in insight.
I was
insight
just
check.
gonna ask. Can I?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, 14.
16.
I guess I may as well. Here I go.
Oh, wow.
9. No, I don't give a shit.
Well, she rolled a natural one. So
Her body.
you watch as like Zeus walks away. She's just kind of like, no. She kind of puts her head in her hands. She's bright red. And
Oh,
just kind
God.
of just sashays over.
All right. Do we have a minute before the hand comes back?
Yeah, you see now that Tombstone is actually opening the door and is now walking.
Oh well, then I
over.
will wait.
Okay.
'Cause this is
She
more
brings over a what looks like almost like a pillowcase wrapped around this figure, and you watch as she pulls out and very, very gently and very respectfully kind of undoes all the cloth and reveals a elf's hand. It's beautiful for what's there, but right kind of where the shoulder blade would meet the body is just completely ripped asunder.
Does
Oh,
Okay.
so it's like
does
her,
it
it's like
look
her whole arm then.
It's like the
Yes.
arm and the shoulder blade that attaches it to like
Oh,
the
I got
body.
ripped
does,
off.
does it look like a clean cut with a blade, or does it look like it's a jagged edge of like a fang or a claw?
That is a roll investigation,
Yes,
sir.
Oh, I was gonna say survival, but okay, I'll do investigation.
Ah, god damn it.
I was about to say I'd like to help.
14.
Okay, you want to help Remy?
I'll
Panic?
help Rem. I'll assist Remy. Yes.
Oh
Okay.
boy, here we
Bork is
go.
gonna do his own solo
11.
investigation. Natural
There we
20!
go. Oh my god.
Really?
Are you
fucking
fucking
serious?
Brain blast.
There we go. Brain
Bork
blast.
just leans in with his big old thumb and finger.
I mean, if anybody knows about severed limbs, it's probably Borky.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fair.
probably-
That's fair.
Well,
As like you guys are just like, oh, that's been torn off, and you're all like, that's probably a serrated blade, and Borky just looks over and goes, that was bitten off.
That was bitten the hell right off. Look at that right there. See, it looks like a blade went in, but there was still a tearing to it. So unless someone came at him with 2 hand blades, this elf, this diamond, is in rough shape because it got eaten.
Okay.
Notably, the mouth is not huge. It looks like whatever did this probably ripped the arm off and then just started eating the end of it, or ate the body and then started eating. what
How
was left.
small are the bite marks?
Like slightly bigger than humanoid size.
Would you say they fit the description of a cat-sized creature?
No, much
Oh,
bigger than that.
pissed.
Yeah,
Can I get the tuning fork, please?
absolutely.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Here you go.
I will first tap it on the hand.
Nothing.
I tap it near the bite mark.
While
That
he's-
specific
well,
to specify that tuning fork specifically will show you people who are demons or devils. It's not like
It's not. It
gives you
can't reveal whether it was.
It can't
taken off by-
reveal like any essence or anything.
Oh, no, I get that. I
You tap
super
it, it
get
gives
that.
you its address, actually. It's nuts.
No, dude, I super get that, but if there's any evidence of this creature still remaining on the arm that no one has been able to find yet, then the fork
We're
technically
doing-
should go off.
We're doing forensic evidence testing, is what you're
Yes.
saying.
I mean, the other thing too is they found this in the bath, so it's been like.
Hey, man, you never know.
Yeah, you start tapping it, and like Zeus and Tombstone kind of look at you a little perplexed, but they're like, it's magic shit, and then
While-
eventually nothing happens.
Is it just like Zeus, Tombstone in here? Other people moving around. While Task pulls out the tuning fork, I'm going to be looking around to see if anybody is watching us.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Intently.
I'd say for this, roll a perception check just to see if someone's watching you.
Alrighty. I also do have detect magic on still. Oh, come on, come on. Yeah, 17.
You do notice as you guys have been kind of talking and looking at the arm, a new person has entered the room. You see a female dragonborn. Actually, sorry, no, a male dragonborn. A blue dragonborn, darker blue, kind of walk in with a towel and kind of like wiping down his face and kind of walks in. Notices there's a huge gaggle of people on the couch sort of centermost point and just kind of looks towards you guys a little quizzically. Roll an insight check.
I was just. Oh, go ahead, Panic. This is all you.
I'm going to assume this is more curiosity than
You can still read 'em.
suspicion, but 9.
9. Yeah,
oh my
it's just
crap tonight.
probably just curiosity. Like he just kind of looks and goes, walks over to one of the vanities and starts like picking at his teeth, just like
Sorry.
cleaning them out.
Sorry, 1 second. I will be right back. Continue on. I just got to move
Okay.
Gregor.
Okay, no worries.
No, you go ahead. I was
No,
just,
you got to. I have. We haven't.
I
seen
was-
that. This is all you.
I was just thinking to myself, so go ahead.
Having seen that arm, Remy would like to turn to look at who's in the room that he already knows is in there, thus probably seeing any new people. And I want to roll a perception check to see if there's anybody in the room who has teeth that might match that.
Okay. I mean, from a distance, you can guess. If you wanted to really know, you'd have to investigate and get up close to people. But sure, just a general perception check.
Okay. It's going to be a 13.
I'm back.
Okay. The thing that's the strangest to you, because you see the dragon where like maybe he did it, because he's got kind of like,
Yeah.
serrated dragony teeth. But then you realize that no one in this room has a mouth as wide as these marks that Borky has pointed out.
Okay, so I'm very confident nobody in this room probably could have done that with their.
Definitely
their mouth.
not human or any sort of humanoid that you could even think of. A bugbear that's like huge, maybe, but even then that's a stretch.
Okay. So none of these people were potentially charmed to do it. So that's what I was worried about.
No, but-
Okay. Would you allow me to roll an Arcana check on the hand to see if there's any magical residue, like if there was anything cast or?
Panic has a detect magic, and there's nothing
Okay, got it.
at all. Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay. Who here has a high enough medical check?
Maybe me. I don't
have
know.
2.
Rickles?
I have
Freckles?
1. Nope, I got 1.
Yeah, we
It's
don't have
me.
we don't have a wise person in our group.
All right, let me.
Kay,
roll,
you had
I- it's-
Kay. She's right next to you guys.
all right, well,
The
can I
dead
have Kay-
silence says everything.
Can I get Kay over?
Yeah.
Can I get Kay over here to run a medicine check and I'll assist?
I got it. Kay,
Yeah.
could we borrow your expertise for a moment?
Sure, yeah, I can help.
I'm going to motion towards the hand. What can you tell us about this, considering your skill set?
Someone's helping her?
I will.
yeah.
I will assist her. Yes.
Ooh, that's not a good roll. That's much better. That's going to be okay, 18. That's not bad. She looks down and she kind of looks at it and she goes, "Well, obviously, the whole thing's intact, which is kind of impressive." And she kind of moves it. Definitely is taken to rigor mortis. Not a lot of blood. And she kind of looks towards Tombstone and Zeus and just kind of leans forward and goes, "We found it in the bathtub, so well, you can assume where all the blood went." She kind of looks back down. If I had
Miss
to guess,
Tombstone,
yes.
have you ever had an instance where a client joined one of your employees at these baths anytime?
No, we have some
Oh, sorry.
rooms that have baths in them, but they generally are not a popular thing, so it's too much to manage with the water and the big tunnels and everything, so we don't really do that anymore.
Now don't you don't have to tell me where, but do you have magic cancellation or magical wards in any of these areas?
We have magical wards in each room for the patrons, just for complete privacy, but elsewhere, no.
Hey Monty, I have a really stupid fucking idea, and I need a DM's guidance on this.
Okay.
Hunter's Mark. You would choose a creature that you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. You have advantage on Wisdom Perception and Wisdom Survival to find it. If she is actually still alive, technically that means if I mark the arm, I can find the rest of the body.
It's just a creature, though.
I think you have to have line of sight on what you're doing.
I think the arm has been demoted from creature to object at this point.
Yeah, at this point, unfortunately.
Fiends. All right. I
It's a
want
good
to see if
idea,
that would
though.
actually
It's a
work.
good idea, but I think it's a little bit too much, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you this, Miss Tombstone. Do you have any sort of idea of how many people have gone in and out of the bath since you found that arm?
No one. One person went in and we found it and we shut it all down.
But before then, is it frequented that often by so many people, or?
Well, after we're done work for the morning, we all, if we want to, we go have a bath. Some people don't, some people do, most people do. But she was the last one working that day, so we didn't find the body until the morning.
And I'm assuming that there's no kind of ledger for its use.
The bath? No.
Hmm.
This Laszlo Arkvian person was the last one to see her then.
I thought that
no,
was Terry Allwind.
Terry Allwind. He's
Yeah,
a.
Terry Allwyn.
He was like a sailor guy. He just seemed like kind of coming in and going.
I was reading this list the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going from bottom to top for some reason. I don't know.
Miss Tombstone, how long has Diamond been in your employ?
About a month and a half.
I see. And Zeus,
You watch, he's like pouring himself a drink and kind of looks over.
you mentioned various soldiers having weird side effects while they were staying here. How long have you noticed that?
First complaint I think we had was maybe about 3 months ago.
I see.
It's occasional, but we definitely haven't had it before.
So this predates Diamond then. Interesting.
I'd like to investigate the pool area.
Yeah, sure, I can take you. You watch this Zeus kind of just throws down like a little martini drink and just kind of puts it,
Dude,
kind of stretches.
do we rebag the arm or do we bring the arm with us?
Tombstone kind of just reaches over and goes, I'll put it away. I
Fi-
suppose you do not need me any longer for this investigation.
Oh, Monty, real quick.
Mhm.
Has it decayed very much?
It's been in the water, you can tell. It smells really bad.
But it's natural decay.
Natural decay, yeah.
Okay.
Considering there's new people in the room, before we leave,
Mhm.
is there anything anyone else would like to contribute to this before we leave?
They all kind of they look kind of surprised and look back, and you watch as James kind of waits and goes, it's investigation for Diamond, and they all just kind of look together and goes, the Dragonmore kind of steps up and goes, you're gonna find who did this, right?
We are
That
attempting to.
That would be our goal, and anything you can offer would be greatly appreciated.
I believe it was. Did you tell them that it was Maddox who found the body?
Sorry, who is this person that found the body?
No, he is my roommate, Maddox. He's sleeping right now, but you could probably find him.
I would very much like to speak with him, yes.
Actually, if you all don't, to all the new people coming in, if all of you don't mind, Taz, can I see the fork?
Yep, I give it to him.
I'm gonna go and tap every single new person that's in here.
Okay. You go up, you tap, nothing happens. All of them
Okay.
are clean. Yeah.
This Maddox is not an employee of the Romantian?
No, he is.
Hmm.
He's our lizard folk employer. Apologies for putting the arm away.
Employee or employer?
Employee.
Okay.
Oh, he's a lizard.
Wait,
folk
doesn't
employee.
Greckles know Maddox?
Yeah, you had
Wait, no.
Maddox.
Yeah, I did.
Yep. He was just
And
kind of
I-
like your servant. Kind
And
of grabbed your food
who
whenever
did
you
this
wanted.
Maddox inform when he found the body? Was that you, Miss Tombstone?
No, it turns to Zeus. It was me, yeah.
I see. And then you took that information where?
To the guard immediately.
And they investigated, found the body, or rather the arm, and it
Mhm.
proceeded from there.
Yes, they just took a statement and. They
Do
sent
you
some
remember
people-
who was part of that investigation?
Oh, he kind of leans back and Kay goes, "Wasn't us."
Was it anyone on this list?
Kay actually looks at the list because they wouldn't know. Kay looks goes, "Nobody here." I mean, Bruce is a wall guard and Borf works the desk, so he couldn't have been here.
Okay.
You watch as Tombstone kind of leans back right and goes, "There was this chipper man with a tall hat and a mustache." And then there was like this
Sounds like Sebastian.
half-orc woman. I liked her attitude. It was
Granelda.
Ronaldo.
And then some young cleric girl, burn on the face.
Helena.
And I think it was just those three.
They didn't have a new. I know this is gonna be strange, but I want to like rule out anything. There was no talkings or any person who was who had a gazer with them, a small little abomination little thing flapping around with them.
Tombstone kind of does like that gif of the guy who kind of shakes his head and goes, "What?" Like, you know, that sort of face. Kind of
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
looks towards, and she's like, "Can't say I remember that. No."
okay, fair enough.
They were very prompt and very good. They let us keep the arm as well, which we appreciate.
Okay, cool. So let's get this Maddox out here and also investigate the pool.
Zeus and Tombstone take a step back and go. Zeus kind of looks at and goes, "If anyone's making Maddox, it's gonna be you guys."
I beg your pardon?
Why is this?
Just, he just kind of watches Zeus, just kind of shakes his head like,
Insights.
Yeah, I'd like
Go
to.
ahead, go ahead.
I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean.
Yeah. If he's gonna be a hard
21.
ass, Task can be a hard ass back.
Yeah, 24.
18.
16.
Wow.
Damn,
these
Morky,
natural ones.
okay.
You guys are rolling really well. All of you, like, immediately the look on their face, you all remember that this establishment is open all night, and you guys are here during the day. So imagine, if you will, you're fast asleep, and at 3 a.m., someone came in to ask you a bunch of questions. And if you're not a person who likes waking up in the middle of the night, they might be kind of not the nicest person ever.
Well, that's too bad for them because we're representing the law of this city.
Yep, sucks to be them. Let's move.
All right.
One last
the law.
one last question before we move on. These people who are starting to feel sick, when do they usually come in? What time?
Usually, there's not really any sort of time. It's just they come in, they enjoy some drinks, and they get their company, and they leave.
Have any of them returned after being reportedly sick?
A couple have, yeah, but they went for other escorts and seemed to be fine. The escorts, though, there's no correlation. It's all different ones.
Strong. The types that feel sick are strong city guard looking.
Yeah. I'd say meteor types, you know, like Zeus, like me.
Gears are turning in Panic's head.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Remy's too.
All right.
Let's go wake up Sleepyhead.
All right, I'm going back topside to start some work for the day. If you need me, I'll be working the beds. You watch as Tombstone kind of just like dusts off herself, and she leaves you guys for now.
Okay.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Anytime, officers, anytime. But remember, and she kind of runs 2 fingers across her lips and throws away a key, and then gives you like a point, like, I'm watching you. As she turns around and disappears in the secret tunnel.
Well, all right then.
Did we get told where the hell this guy was at?
Oh, Zeus is still with you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Zeus is going to be helping you guys out.
Remy will motion for him to lead the way.
You watch as Zeus kind of takes the forefront. You guys head into lead, and Kay will take the back, wanting to keep her distance. You guys make your way through the tunnels. Varying degrees of quality. Some of them are like more decrepit and awful, and it's just like, wow, who would want to live here? But then you realize it just kind of leads to like just a storage area. But there's definitely like a task. This is awesome. This is like the best shit.
Hell yeah.
It's like nice, perfectly designed tunnels. My cat is trying to bite me right now. 1 second. Goblin, no, honey, I love you, but not right now.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Go play.
Blah blah blah.
She was doing so well.
Blah blah blah. Blah blah.
But Taz, this is like fantastic tunnel, fantastic organization. To the rest of you guys, this is the maze. This is like, where are we going?
Can I make a knowledge check to see how, like, to kind of like pinpoint how this network was built?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, here I go. Damn, 9.
It's easy for you, though. Definitely, there are parts of it that kind of lead into other areas. It looks like this is 100% not a tunnel meant to be like, oh, perfect layout for sustained living. This is a perfect layout to get somewhere fast as you can.
Right.
And specifically, you see there's a lot of tunnels that just kind of deviate and go upwards, which you assume lead to the rooms of the mansion. So like the actual areas where the escorts work. As you make your way through, eventually you're led to a more cozy sort of attire. There are actually rugs hung on the walls that make kind of like a weird, soft, sort of like cushiony side. And it kind of widens out a little bit. as eventually you make your way to what looks like just like a sort of 6 to 8 bed living space. It's completely dark right now. Task, you can see everything. The rest of you guys, even with your dark vision, it's pretty dark in here.
Oh man, you guys see that clown in the far back corner?
Joke. You joke, Zito, but there is a gnome called Glitter McFuntimes who is sleeping in one of those beds
Yes,
right
he's
now.
there! I fucking called him!
Yeah, he's sleeping right now.
We found the murderer,
Um,
guys. We found him.
You do see that most of the beds are occupied at the moment. And the room smells really nice for some reason. It smells like really nice in here. And as you guys make your way kind of the entrance, Zeus just kind of presses himself up against the wall and just kind of does like after you.
All right,
Remy's
well,
gonna march in there.
Okay.
I'll actually join Remy to point him out because I'm not sure if anyone else has actually seen him.
No, I'll get in there as well.
All right. You kind of guys waltz on in, and you do see a lizard folk man currently like hugging a giant, like almost body pillow sized pillow, just like kind of like gnawing on it a little bit.
Did Panic come in the room?
Yeah.
Remy will motion towards the ceiling and then motion in a circle to kind of like check the room.
What do my special eyes see?
You don't see anything in here.
I just shrug.
There is
Okay.
there is one thing you see. You do see that there is a bell next to each bed, like over top of each bed, and you can kind of see that it's like it emits a little bit of a what would this be? Divination, I think. Yeah,
Is it
divination
similar to the
magic.
bell that was downstairs?
Yeah, it seems to be a calling bell. So it's like,
Gotcha.
oh, we need you upstairs, like ring, 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 ring. So
Gotcha. Okay.
like a paging system in a way.
Mm.
Task will say in Draconic, like enough to like be shouting almost a little bit. Excuse me.
Immediately you are met with like a tidal wave of hungover groans. You see a dwarf rise up from a bed and be like, "Shut the fuck up!" and just kind of roll over onto his side.
Remy is going to walk up. He's going to pull the covers off this gentleman.
The dwarf?
No, the person in the bed.
No, the
Maddox,
lizard
right?
folk.
The lizard folk.
I was gonna say the poor dwarf just wants to sleep, man.
Get out of here! This is an investigation.
What we're gonna do?
There's gonna be an
That's what-
investigation.
It was our mistake. We should have all snuck in quietly and pulled the covers off and opened the blinds at the same time.
Yeah.
Just really
There
pull
is-
Where are the drugs going?
Notably, there are no windows down here because it's underneath the earth. But it's warm.
hangover
Like
room.
you would think that this would be like super super cold. It's very cozy in here. You guys pull off the covers of the lizard folk. He's like, he blinks kind of a little bit. I just want to double check and see what lizard he was again.
He was a
If it's a Komodo dragon, we're fucked.
I think he was a skink, but I could be wrong.
I think he was a
Blue-tongued
skink. Yeah.
He was a blue tongue skink. Yes, he is a blue tongue skink lizard folk.
Nice.
So his beetle eyes kind of roll around his head. His tongue sticks out, and you see this blue tongue. He kind of rolls over. He goes, "This better be good."
Is he visibly hungover?
Oh yeah, like he's like flip the hand back, pressing the forehead, eyes wince kind of shut.
Oh,
like-
okay. In that case, will you allow me to use lesser restoration on him to fix that?
Sure, I'd say
Ta-
sure. Go ahead.
Taz like
about-
just puts his finger on his forehead and casts lesser restoration. How does that feel?
Kind of blinks a couple times. His tongue kind of lolls up on his cheek. That was not bad.
We have a
Shit,
couple
that
of
was-
questions for you.
You watch it
Awesome.
every time you speak, Remy. Everyone in the room goes, and like one guy throws a pillow at you. Like it doesn't really hit you in the face; it just kind of hits you on the side, and they're like one of them is like, "Shut up!" Like just kind of throwing a pillow at you.
Greggles will step up.
Hey, Maddox, how you holding up?
Oh, hey.
Hey, do you want to come outside? We just need to ask you a couple questions.
Let me put on pants. You watch, he kind of rolls over.
Reptiles
puts
don't
on
wear
clothes.
pants.
Yeah, reptiles don't wear pants. What the fuck?
This one does.
What the
Not all reptiles, Task. Not all
What
reptiles.
sorcery is this?
Task will go on a personal mission to rip off every reptile's pants in the
man,
world.
This man must be sick, obviously.
I'm not gonna wear his pants too. Come on.
The man is sick in the head.
This is turning into a Jimmy Neutron episode.
Hell
I
yeah,
swear.
Jimmy, do love.
Can it be the crossover with the Odd Parents? That was my favorite one because everyone hated Jimmy and everyone loved Timmy.
Oh, now, Jimbo, I'm gonna have to tell you a little bit of something about fairy godparent.
Alrighty, so you guys take Maddox out of the living situation and lead him into kind of not really the common area you guys were hanging out in earlier, but just kind of like a weird hub where all these tunnels kind of interconnect at one point. There's like some chairs there, and Maddox kind of just sits down and starts kind of like cleaning his feet claws, just kind of like picking out stuff just from the day before, and kind of turns over and he goes, "So this is some sort of investigation."
Yeah, this is about Diamond.
I assumed so. I've been questioned by the god before, but I'm sure you're wanting to know more. I was going to have a bath after my last job, and when I walked in, the water was bright red, and there was a hand bobbing in the middle of it,
In the middle.
just floating around like a rubber ducky in a tub.
Did you hear anything before you entered the bathroom?
No, it's pretty loud in there, but I didn't hear anything out of the ordinary. I mean, obviously, I noticed there was something wrong when I walked in. There was so many blood. Livrosia protect us.
How is
Oh.
the pool clean?
It is natural flowing.
Where does the natural flow go to?
A drain that leads into what I assume is like a hot spring.
Fucking, has anyone attempted to look at the hot spring?
I mean, I would assume, just above game, I would assume that the drain would be too small for a body.
No shit. I'm not saying about the body. I'm saying like the blood goes somewhere.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary since you've been here? Perhaps within the last couple of months, weeks even?
Did Zeus mention the people who are tired? That's kind of a weird oddity. We haven't
He
had that
did,
before.
specifically that they were more masculine figures that belong to the guard.
I feel awfully guilty. One of them was mine. And they're a very lovely, lovely woman. And I'd rather they not, feel ill. I want them to come back, of course. Definitely.
I don't wish to know the specific details, but did they seem to become ill before you met them, during, or after they left?
Well, after I left, it seemed.
But they were fine during the moments you were together, and only when they left did they show any symptoms.
Yes.
So this may not be an individual, but perhaps like an aura?
Does detect magic from Panic give any sense that there's any residue on him of any kind?
Nah.
Oh,
Could you show us the room where the room that you were in that this happened?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
While we're walking, I'm just gonna tuning fork him real quick.
Okay, you smack him on the tail and he's like, ah, he kind of looks around to you, and you're just kind of like picking your teeth with it, like, do, 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 do. Nothing happens when you hit him.
All right.
All right.
Before we check the room, Zeus, is it occupied? And Zeus goes, good point. Let me check on that. In the meantime, Maddox, why don't you take him to the bath so they can take a look? Yeah, okay.
Okay.
If you still want to do that.
Yes.
sure.
Rather not barge in on anybody who's working in the room right now, between you and me. This way to the bath.
I didn't think you would have any clients this early.
Do you need me for like detect magic?
We have K, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can have K, and then if you want to go separate, you can go elsewhere.
Yeah. Don't know why, but just got a bad feeling.
Oh no, I'm also getting this feeling as well. Like whatever we're doing, the creature is one step ahead of us, going the other way.
All right, Zeus, I'm coming with you.
Panic, do you want some backup?
Where should Borky go?
I'll tell you what, I'll go with Panic. The rest of you investigate the bathroom.
All right.
Kay kind of flourishes her fingers and she casts detect magic.
Let's split up and search for clues.
Let's split up.
Yeah,
Panic, if anything happens, use that stone.
Mm-hmm.
What? Where?
Would you do it for a ruby rack?
Oh my god. All of you are gonna die.
I want you guys all to know I'm really upset because Borky's clearly Scooby-Doo. He's
No, he's Scrappy.
No,
How dare you? How
Wow.
dare you? No one deserves that. No one.
Not even.
Anyway, So who wants to go first? The group going with Zeus or the group going to the bathtub?
Let's go do bathroom first.
Yeah.
Can Borky come with Remy and Panic?
Sure.
Sure.
Have fun, you guys.
That leaves Kay, Task, and Greckles.
Correct.
Oh,
I
Zeus.
hate to interject here, but I think maybe the two squishy DPS guys should have someone meaty with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Borky just gets pushed down the other path. Oh, I'm going this way. Okay.
That was my thinking, but I didn't want to force Kurt to go where he didn't want to go.
Just
Yeah.
make Borky think he's going one place, but he's actually going another. He won't know the difference.
No, wait, Borky, that way, and it's
Well-
exactly where they're
this-
going.
Borky, listen, we've already got a lot of the beef over here already, and I think Remy might be mad at you.
Oh, why?
I don't know, but he keeps giving you the stink eye every now and again.
Turns back and he's a realistic fucking falcon looking back at Borky.
With like really big eyebrows for no reason.
Nah, he's just. Oh, yeah. Borky just whispers in Panic's ear.
He's giving him the Ronda Rousey stare.
You know what? You know what they say about eagles? They never forget.
Borky walks away.
Oh my fucking
These elephants, you fucking moron! Oh god!
Is that
Alright.
a hawk?
Oh Jesus!
Anyway, so we're gonna do the bath
He
first.
ran
All right.
through the short carriage to school.
Borky, Task, Greckles, and Kay. You guys make your way down the hallway. Kay noticeably relaxing as Zeus makes his exit. She kind of keeps walking forward. As you guys move forward, you begin to hear the sound, a very loud sound of rushing water. And you kind of get this sort of like metalish kind of smell, like minerally kind of smell. As you guys make your way through a door, there is a door on the outside. It appears to be the bath. You open up the door, currently not occupied, but you see inside a pretty significantly sized bathtub. Like definitely not like a bathtub, but not like a big lake. It's a bit like a hot tub, a little bit like hot tub size, maybe slightly bigger than a hot tub.
Is it
Bigger
is
than a
it natural?
jacuzzi.
It is natural, yes. You see from basically like a waterfall that's just coming out of the wall. Water is running down in a very considerable like quantity. It kind of runs down these two sort of carved mineral channels that kind of run into the bath naturally, enriching it with what you assume is minerals and other things. Notably, as you make your way close, you see on the rim, like the edge of the water, specifically like the edge of the entire pool, there is this slight red tint to it. Some remaining blood that is probably pooled up and has not completely washed away just
I'm
yet.
getting a vial of that shit.
I was about to say.
Alright. So you go in. I'm gonna say for this one, because it's like basically just attached to the mineral, I'm gonna say for this, survival with disadvantage because it's not a lot of it.
I'm still taking that chance. Fuck
I
it.
was gonna
Go ahead.
assist.
19!
Oh.
Rather than like scoop the water part, you're like, hold on a minute. You take out your dagger and you just chip off a piece with the blood on it, and you put that in a little vial.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You do see the drainage. It's actually quite small. It's maybe about the size of like, oh god, I don't even know what to compare this to. It's maybe like
Manhole?
a foot long. Like it's about a foot long by like 3 inches wide.
Can
And there's like several of them throughout. You do notice that these are definitely dwarven make, so obviously this was a dwarven constructed, underground chamber, which makes sense. Dwarves.
I would love to do an investigation check to look for any trap doors or considering how secretive and weird this all is, all the connecting rooms and whatnot.
Okay.
It's suspicious.
And I also would like to, since it's running water, I'd like to, from where the water is entering, I'd like to dip the fork in the water.
Dip the fork in the water. Okay. I'm still gonna remind you, it doesn't work like that. You have to hit people with that.
Okay,
So
you
you
know
just-
what? Listen, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm-
No, I appreciate you trying to be thorough, but I just don't want to disappoint you each and every
Okay,
time.
no, it's fine.
No.
Just tell me to fucking sit and spin. Don't worry about it.
14?
No. Sir, that was to investigate for
To
any
look for-
trapdoors.
For trapdoors or secret entrances.
Trapdoors and secret entrances. Unfortunately, as you look around in the water and you just kind of look, you don't see anything.
I was looking more to the walls and such, but okay.
Oh, to the walls? Okay. You look around, the only thing is just the water rushing out. That's about it.
I'd like to actually get in the water and check the bottom of the pool.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Here I go.
Oh.
I mean, anything that would have been down here is easily gone now. Like the fact we even got blood on the on the stone at all was kind of a miracle.
Oh yeah.
Borky holds
Okay,
up. Borky holds up his hand.
You're not there. Oh, wait, no, you are there. Sorry.
Yes,
Yes, I am.
Wow.
Borky,
it's forced to happen.
Borky just goes, "Am I?" and disappears. No, Borky just kind of holds up his head. So like the body was in here, right? They just found the arm floating, right?
In the center, yes.
He said like, well, so where'd the water go?
Through there. Points at the drainage.
Okay, maybe I can reach in there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's way too small for me to even fit in if we took the grate
No,
out.
my
You
arm.
would not, even with Squirmy, you would not fit in this thing.
Let's see if I can reach me
But
up.
you could fit an arm. You could fit an arm in
Borky's like, I'm gonna have to get in there though. Borky tests the water. Borky,
It's warm. It's actually extremely comfortably warm.
Okay, I know we didn't pay for this, but Borky starts stripping.
Okay. There's like hangers you can hang up your stuff that have been like. mounted
Borky
to
throws
the
his
wall.
clothes in that direction.
All right, do so.
Borky just dips in. You just see this green butt descend into the water. Oh, it's quite warm. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice and toasty.
Ah.
Are we trying to replicate the scene of the crime, Borky?
Well, like. All right, so you want me to be the beautiful elf, and you want to be the murderer? Is that how you want it to go down?
My teeth aren't big enough, but you know.
No. Well, anyways, all right. So Borky wanders to where the drain was pointed out to him. How far underwater is it?
It's not that far. It's like the water for you at the deepest point maybe comes up to like your like the bottom of your pecs, like your sort of like your lungs.
The nips are getting the heat.
No, nips are fine. Like you literally like you stand in there and like you see Borky's torso up. Essentially, it's pretty deep for like you task. Like you'd be like, oh geez.
All right, here we go, Borky.
I just heard Monty say the nips are fine. I never in my life thought I would hear that.
Borky sucks in his breath and goes down, places his feet beside the grate, like the drain, and tries to pull the metal off.
All right, roll a strength check for me.
Oh, let's not deface it.
Okay.
That is a 6. Oh!
It is in the stone. You're like,
All right. I think I may need the help of a hollow-boned bird.
Okay, Borky,
What?
before we start destroying private property,
What?
what are you trying to accomplish? It's obvious that something came in here and freaking ate her. What are you going to find in the drain?
I don't know. Other parts of her?
We really shouldn't.
Explain to me why that might not be. I know we shouldn't be breaking things apart, but they shouldn't have let one of their employees die. Get in the water. Help me lift this thing up.
Can I compare if okay, so I know her body, like the hand was dragged into the water and the water flows away. I want to see if there's any of her blood or any sort of like something that is akin to the bloody stone that I have that's coming from where the water is entering.
sure, roll an investigation check.
Because maybe this thing dragged her away through there. Investigation. Couple AM. God damn it, 8.
Okay. Where are you looking specifically?
I'm looking at where the water is coming in.
Okay. As you kind of push your way through the spout of water, you kind of get like pushed forward. You know, like when you're under the shower and like there's that little gap between where the water's coming out and like the actual back of the shower.
Yes.
You kind of get shoved due to the force like into that and you smack up and you kind of like you wipe down your face and you look at your hands. You're like, man, I don't remember my hand being that red. And you look up and you see the entire wall leading up into that's being missed by the water is like slightly watered down red.
I come back. I pull myself out. Guys, over here.
Oh, I'm gonna go for the grate again, Task. What is it?
Borky.
I show my hand. It's covered in blood.
Oh my God! What happened? What? So what? Your hand is red.
It went up the entrance way of the water.
Kay kind of walks around and kind of looks with you.
Borky,
How
I'll
big
let
is...
her do investigation.
She kind of, she's gonna investigate.
Can I assist?
Yeah, sure. That'd be great because she rolled like shit.
Borky does that slow underwater walk towards the edge of the pool.
Yeah.
You know the walk. You know the walk.
I've done it, so I know exactly.
We all know that
Hey.
pressure.
Slosh.
Kay looks at it and she goes, "It's hard to tell, but it looks like it goes in there. That's crazy."
I use primeval awareness.
Yeah, you're getting a feeling.
Tass like holds his head. This is it.
Meanwhile, upstairs.
Well,
Well, you know what they say. You kind of look. Zeus kind of looks to you, Remy. 3 is a crowd, but I do like the extra company.
Indeed.
yes, we
just,
appreciate your assistance with the investigation.
Well, this
Certainly.
is where the drainings happen, and I just got a very bad feeling.
Yeah, I just, when it comes to the Romantian, we pride ourselves in, good, satisfying experience. Yeah, everything's nice, and anytime anyone leaves with any sort of discomfort, it bothers us in a personal way. You understand, yes?
Yes, I do understand.
Speaking of which, she kind of gives like a side glance to you, Remy. I just wanted to apologize with how our previous meeting occurred. I got a little overenthusiastic, and I apologize.
To Remy?
No,
No,
to
he's talking to
panic. Talking to
Because
panic.
remember when
Oh.
Remy was not there?
You mean in Canary's perch?
Yeah.
I mean, you helped get us out of a heap of trouble after a pretty harrowing event, so I appreciate it.
Well, if you ever want to come back, I'll try and do better next time. All right. You watch as he kind of thumbs through a ledger. Yeah, room's empty. Let's go. He leads you guys up one of the narrow tunnels, and it's just like a straight shot. Like it actually goes weirdly, almost 90 degrees at some points. You actually have to like climb up with your hands and knees. Like some of it's really ridiculous. And eventually he pops open a part of the wall, and you enter into a very reasonably nice room. It's well furnished. There's a bearskin rug on the ground, a candelabra, like a fireplace that isn't lit, some couches, obviously a big bed. And there's actually like a little shrine in the corner as well, which appears to be actually roll a religion check, Panic.
Alrighty, I'm going to assume this is a Livrosia thing. There it is. Religion is going to be not great. 13.
You had to beat a 5, so I mean, yeah, it's a statue of Livrosia. It's sort of like a religious shrine, good luck shrine kind of thing that kind of sits in the middle of the room. You did notice in your room you also had something similar, but they're not like a huge part of the room. They're just kind of like a little like, oh, this is here, There's also a bookshelf with various different books, and some potted plants, some real, some not. As you guys make your way into the room.
Any magic?
I mean, the shrine has a little bit of magic to it. It's probably just because it's a shrine. There are some books on the shelves that appear to be magical.
Really?
Yeah, beyond that, nothing else in the room.
I'm
Investigation
checking out.
check?
Yeah, I'm checking out the magical books. I'm curious what those are all.
Okay.
What school of magic are the books?
They would be enchantment, amongst some other mixed spells. It looks like a beginner's spell book essentially of magic.
Zeus, what are these used for?
Those? Oh, they're a collection.
Huh.
Sometimes people want to pretend to be a wizard or something,
Oh. I'll look through it to see if is there like any cantrips written down in the spell book or something.
There is one you don't recognize. It's called Friends.
I'll be there for you.
On the there
There's a
for
specific
you.
reason I did not take that cantrip. I could.
You should take the cantrip Unagi.
Oh my god.
That's for Friends fans out there.
There's Friends, Produce Flame, and a couple other ones that like Prestidigitation, things you already know.
Yeah, I'm sort of looking at like, huh? Doesn't this have very detrimental effects once it wears off?
Which one?
This one, Friends.
Oh yeah, it lasts like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but once it wears off, it's like,
You know, yeah.
huh? All right, I'll put the book back. Seems none of these. They're all of the books that are giving off faint magical signatures. They're fairly weak, correct?
Yeah, one of them you open up and it literally just sprays perfume in your face.
Mm.
Like not like in an aggressive way, but just like you smell good now.
Oh, as if it didn't before.
Like you walked into the spray after the concierge sprayed it
Yeah.
for you.
The fucking
Yeah, exactly.
the perfume department.
Mm.
You watch as Zeus kind of like leans over you, like kind of like doesn't stand beside you. He actually like towers over you and like kind of flicks a book out and he goes, "Want to see what this one does?"
Sure.
Oh man.
He flips it open and it literally opens up like a pop-up book and there's a cup of tea.
Oh,
Ready to drink?
Damn.
And you watch as he picks it up and he drowns the whole thing and he puts it and closes it and he puts it away.
Fuck.
That's an employee secret.
ah,
It's a
learning a lot
specialty
of
for us.
tricks of the trade.
Yep. You gotta be when you run a place as good as this. Rufus Crumblebum knows how to put on a show, but also how to make it easy for us.
Indeed. You say you have competition, but I don't really know of anybody who can quite compete with dedication like this.
You watch as Zeus kind of like extends his arms and kind of gives like a little bit of like a half like shrug and bow at the same time.
Remy, you getting anything?
I was gonna roll an investigation check to see if I noticed
Absolutely.
anything. It's a big old 5.
Roll 5.
I will also roll the thing.
Okay.
Investigation.
I am helpful.
Is gonna be natural 20.
I saw that flip. I'm like, yeah, roll.
It was like
roll.
8 natural 20.
Delicious, delicious.
I don't know, Panic.
Mm.
You tell me.
Lovely gravity.
Okay.
Virtual gravity.
What'd you find with that? A natural 20 in this room.
You still have detect magic on if that gives you any ideas.
You do, yes.
Or we could hear something, or go somewhere, or have a premonition.
As you walk up to the statue and take a look at it, the statue is of Livrosia, with kind of like this. It's sort of like both arms are kind of cradling this rose. It's kind of held in her hand. You look at that rose and you grab it, and it's actually removable. And you lift it up and you turn it around, and there's a little mote of
Sniff it.
scrying right there.
Son of a...
I hold it up.
Just kind of turns over.
I
By the way, the moment you turn that, you still have detect magic on, right?
yes.
The moment you turn that, there was always this haze that kind of came through. The moment you turn that, the haze in this room turns off. And you know that Tombstone said like these rooms are anti-scry proof. The moment you turn that rose around, it's not scry proof anymore.
Somebody figured that out.
Damn.
That's insider information. Who's
This is
spilling
being
the beans?
scryed on.
What?
Scrying. Someone was using scrying on this rose.
I thought that wasn't possible in these rooms.
It
Someone must
shouldn't
have-
be. He just
someone
kind
must
of
have
walks
figured-
over.
Someone must have figured it out. Someone must have known.
Or someone
is-
told.
Zeus kind of takes the rose and lifts up. This is not supposed to be detached. This is like a whole thing. Someone's altered this.
Who has access to this room?
All of us, every escort has access to this room. All the rooms. I need to notify Tombstone immediately. And he kind of slots the he actually just tosses the rose back to you. Get it? You have a sense, right? You can see this?
Yes.
Okay, you look like you're bedazzled the entire time. Can you fix it? Can you make it go away?
I believe I do
Do you have
have.
dispel?
Yes, I do. I do have
Yeah,
dispel
fix it,
magic.
fix it, fix it, fix it.
I cast a spell magic.
All right. This is not a 3rd level spell. This is a higher level spell.
I can cast it at a higher level.
Okay. This is going to be.
Basically, whatever level you cast it at, I
I
think
will-
it kills that plus.
I don't know that, so I can test it at 3rd level, but
You
if
have
I
to-
need to.
You have to beat a 5th level spell.
Ooh.
Okay. DC is 15 then.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would be a 15 with a level 3.
I believe I get it was a ability check using my spellcasting modifier. DC is 15, and I believe because Jack of all trades, I get a bonus to this.
I don't know.
Pretty
Jack
sure
of-
because
Jack of-
I had my proficient. I had half of my proficiency bonus.
Yeah. So if you have
So-
that in, is that specifically? I think that's only proficiency, like things you're proficient with.
It is
so-
all ability checks, I think.
Oh shit!
It's
Okay,
a
then
plus,
yeah,
it
add
looks
it
like
up.
it's a +1. Wait.
All right, so it will be a with my spellcasting ability, so it'll be a charisma check, I think.
Okay.
Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Okay, so this is charisma. I have to beat a 15, 17.
17. Yeah. You grab the rose and you watch as the rose powers down, everything else floods back.
So there's
The basically the anti-scrying, like what you seem as a wall, actually, surprisingly, appears to reestablish itself now. So the room is now scry proof, you can tell. The rose can no longer scry.
All right.
And in
I'll set
disabling
the
that,
rose.
you seem to have disabled whatever has been interrupting the magical flow in this particular room.
Okay,
At least when you rotated the rose, anyway.
I'll put it back then.
Okay. You just put it back. It does fit in the hands rather nicely, but as you look kind of where they meet, you can tell that someone definitely went in and kind of divoted it out.
So that fate bit of magic that I sensed on the statue when we were coming in here, that wasn't divine.
Nope, it was divination scrying. Yeah.
Okay.
It was faint though, because it was obviously not activated. It was, just
Mhm.
sitting there. Yeah.
All right. Well,
So they were not actively scrying. It was just there to be used at some point.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
it was
Is
it was
that
an
something
object
can be
that they were
turned on and
familiar
off
with.
at will, or once you turn it on, it stays on.
Yeah. Panic's got their idea. It's an object they're familiar with, so they can use that.
Gotcha.
It must have been something about the Livrosia statue itself, which might have blocked that, and they just sort of cut out the rose to make it easier or something. Not
It's
quite
just
sure.
it's inconspicuous. Like if someone were to just walk over, flip that around, no one would notice.
Yeah, nobody would.
Yeah.
If you use that as the trigger, you're fine.
A natural 20 gave you that.
Okay. All right.
That's
so
that's how inconspicuous that was.
All right. So, should we check the other rooms for this?
I'm gonna get me and Tombstone. We'll start checking the other rooms. I think you and your friend should stick
I was
together.
going to say we should check on the others and let them know.
Definitely. We'll go meet up.
Okay.
Thank you again for your assistance.
Yes. Thank you,
Certainly.
Zeus.
Of course. Anytime. And you too. He gives you a little wink, Remy.
Remy will give him like a polite salute.
Oh, come on now. He kind of ducks his head in and disappears down the tunnel.
Give him a little fan the fingers at him, little finger waggle.
I take it you know him well, Panic.
Yeah.
Yes, he's very enamored with you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who isn't?
Fair enough.
Got to know him
We're
on a
gonna
very
keep
deep
walking.
level.
So we will find the others.
All right. Meanwhile, in the water, you guys hear the
Greckles,
sound of running water.
just
What?
grab my clothes. Grab my clothes. Come on.
I throw the clothes at him in the water.
Oh, oh my God.
You're the idiot that wanted to climb in that thing in the first place.
I was wanting to solve the mystery, Greckles.
Whatever. Task. What else do you see up there?
What
we-
do my kobold eyes see with a perception
Can,
check?
You
can we
see
actually?
blood and then just the open hole with all the water running out of it. The hole is very big, by the way. It's quite large.
it's a hole. It's all the blood that's pooling there, and then there's an open hole in the back.
Is there room for me to get up in there?
To give you guys a visual example, I'll just sketch a little thing here really fast.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
this is the wall here. This is the water coming out, just like that.
Okay.
And this is like the bathtub, and then right here is where you guys found all the blood. So right up against the wall and the sort of empty side, but this hole here is huge.
Monty, have you
Oh.
ever consider being an artist?
They got okay, so above game they got pulled into that hole. At least is my
Yes.
They
theory.
got pulled
Yes.
into the hole where the water is coming out of.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's very
Ooh.
interesting.
Okay.
Ugh.
We'd have to go inside there, fight the current, and then we would see what's in there.
Willy Wonka.
All right. Now, do you want me to reach my hand into this, Taris?
Can he fit his Can he fit his entire self in there?
Oh yeah, he totally can.
I assume it's like a
Um,
big opening in the wall and the water's just pouring it down it.
Yeah.
More yourself than just the hand.
Oh, for God's sake! Borky starts taking off his wet clothes again. Ah, putting them down.
No, I don't.
No! I'm keeping on the pants. I'm not you, Borky.
No, that's keep your equipment, you fuck.
What?
He has
Keep your
on
equipment. You don't know what's in there.
Task, I'm a barbarian.
Task holds his face and just pushes like like how a cat when it's sick it fucking puts its face against the wall. That's Task right
Yeah.
now.
Fast forward
Yeah.
10 minutes where Borky's arm comes sliding back down the ramp.
It just Greckles goes, well, at least it's consistent.
You probably would say that.
All right, Borky's like, all right, should I reach my arm in first? Would that make you feel better?
Just do it.
Borky shoves his
All right.
arm in the hole.
All right, easy enough. I'm gonna say roll a strength check because you're going against the current here to shove your arm through, and it's a lot of water torrenting out at the moment.
Ah! God damn it!
Water's all
Sick.
All right.
As you shove, you like without even thinking, I'll slowly put my arm in here. You're like, I'm gonna punch this waterfall. You shove your arm into the waterfall, not realizing the strength of the current, and it swings out, and you punch yourself in the face.
Oh!
I swear to God, now I just imagine we all float out here, Douglas.
All right,
Borky,
okay.
do you need some help?
You know what? You're right. Massage my shoulders while I do this.
Borky goes for another one.
All right, go ahead.
guess
I
with
literally
advantage 'cause
get
assist?
underneath him to try and push him through.
Okay,
on, Borky.
I'll say with advantage because you have people helping you.
Jesus!
12.
Oh,
Well-
roll 20, really?
Actually, you're fine because it's just
Oh.
the openings. You manage to shove your hand in, and you grab a piece of rock, but it's like the water's running over your shoulders, over your face and your eyes, and you're kind of wincing your eye open. I mean, you have your arm in there.
Borky starts feeling around a little bit. Goes to the ground below, though. He goes down, actually. See if he
You
can feel...
Feel it keeps going. It's like a big open tunnel.
Yeah.
With just water flowing out of it.
Is Lizard Boy in here still?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's kind of looking really perplexed and standing next to Kay, and Kay's just like, this is just normal guard procedure.
Actually, Greckles looks to Kay and says, "Kay, can you get a sending message to one of our companions?"
If they're in the room, I can call for the room, yes.
I was calling for Kay.
Me? Oh, yeah, sure. What do you want? What do you want me to send?
I need you to send to Panic that I don't know what the limitations is. We found a trail. We found a blood trail in the bathroom that leads out. We think the demon or the devil, whatever, is dragged its quarry out.
Okay, I have 24 words. I'll make that work.
I just
keeps
keep
Panic-
going.
Panic, as you're walking through the hallways, getting a little bit lost because Zeus kind of left you and you have to find your own way. Your mind goes off a little bit and you're like, but you hear K in your brain go, Panic, we found a lead in the bathroom. Please come post haste.
Stop.
We believe the demon might be here.
Stop.
All right. I will reply.
Okay.
We're on our way. The bed.
Oh, boy, you cut out.
Try again, buddy.
It's the bedroom. I heard the bedroom.
The bedrooms. absolutely someone was scrying in there, tampered with the anti-scrying field somehow,
Yeah.
and that'll be it.
Okay, that's easy enough.
That was 20.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, you watch as Kay turns towards you guys. Goes, they're on their way. Apparently, they found some anti-scrying. Oh my gosh, anti-scrying magics in some of the rooms of the mansion. So.
Okay,
Would
worry,
you have
buddy.
I thought you need that for all the secrets.
Okay, do you have some way to maybe halt or prevent the water from coming out?
Better
Oh,
question,
boy.
Maddox. Do you know anyone who could shut the?
It's a natural flowing source. We don't shut it off.
Do you know where the source comes from?
It's a spring well, I believe, in the earth. It's like a natural hot spring.
Well, we found a lead. We're gonna have to break this wall down or something.
I might have an idea, but we need everyone here first.
All right.
Okay, is
Hey,
your
George.
idea to have me go in deeper or mount task on a stick of
This-
some kind?
It unfortunately
Hey.
doesn't involve you, Borky.
Damn it!
Man, this is why I wish I could play a wizard,
Why?
because this could work. Kay is gonna cast floating disc.
Tensor's floating disc? Hell yeah!
What is the
Yeah.
floating disc?
Floating disc. It creates a circular horizontal plane of force, 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick, that floats 3 feet above the ground in unoccupied space of your choice. The disc remains for the duration and can hold up to 500 pounds.
Oh,
Yeah?
Tensor's floating disc is basically the spell that says, you can't take all this treasure out. Fuck you. Yes, we can.
So, okay.
We put Baby Yoda on it. Yeah.
Oh, what a
So-
reach. Someone call Mr. Fantastic.
Ow, my arm.
I don't know if I'm gonna do this because fuck it, and I'm the DM, and anyone who argues with me can fight me. She's gonna place that disc in front of the water flow and then start pushing it like a thing. So it's not big enough to completely circumvent all the water, like plug it up, but it's enough that the water flows around it, creating enough space for everyone to crawl in.
Let me look inside.
All right, as you look inside and she kind of pushes it forward, you just see stone and water pooling around.
For anybody that has a problem, that's called the rule of cool.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also known
kiss our
as no
ass.
one's playing a wizard in this, so fuck it.
I mean, yeah.
So at this point, after she did a ritual, it was a 10-minute ritual for this.
Mhm.
At this point, Panic and Remy, you guys make it as she's just kind of finishing up this spell as you guys make your way around.
All right, guys.
What's
Let
all
me
of you
break.
find?
Let me break it down.
Whoa. Everyone talking at once.
Okay. Anyway, we found out that it was likely that whatever attacked Diamond dragged her through this water tunnel. We found blood residue and everything.
We also found residues, or rather, Panic found a scrying orb, much like the one in the Hunter's locale.
Oh, I'm
Well,
sure
not-
Tombstone's gonna be glad to hear that.
Not really a scrying orb per se, but more along the lines of someone was scrying on an object in the room, and they had insider knowledge of the anti-scrying properties of the room, and they knew how to turn it off temporarily.
Which means they either
So-
worked there or they were able to coerce someone to tell them.
Definitely.
Oh, Tombstone's gonna have a field day with that.
I'm gonna roll perception check down the tunnel.
Okay. As Kay has finished summoning her thing here. I mean, it's just stone. All you see is stone. She kind of just goes, okay, let's go.
All right.
She begins
We're
to
going.
push.
Remy's going to try to go first so that nobody gets hit out of nowhere. Shield
Kay unfortunately has to go first because of her
out. Oh,
disc.
fair enough.
So
All right,
you're
well then
behind
shield
her.
behind her.
Yeah, you're behind her.
Can-
She-
can we-
Squishy mage.
Can he do like some kind of a guard action?
No,
case-
because there'd be no way for me to
Not
jump in front of her.
really. This is
Ah,
like
okay.
this is like tight. I mean, Borky can fit in here, but he's definitely wall to wall.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Borky's
Nice
going on
start.
Borky's going in on an angle. Let's say that.
Can I squirmy in between Kay and Remy?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Awesome.
you cannot squirm me in front of her because it's just water.
No.
like-
I don't want to be in front
yeah.
of her. I want to be in between the both of them.
Mati,
Yeah.
you literally, that's literally what I was going to do with my shield, so good call on the disc.
Yeah, so she keeps moving it forward, and like there are moments where she kind of strains as she kind of flexes her hands and keeps it forward. Eventually, it goes on for a while. Like you guys are crawling for like a solid, like probably 20 minutes.
Jeez.
Good lord.
Like, I mean, given you guys aren't going fast because you guys are crawling on your hands and knees in a very slick and very like, 1 inch a minute sort of like style. But eventually, like, Kay's just like, I think we're at the end. And she kind of keeps shoving. And as she does, need everybody to make a strength check as a group check here for me.
Okay.
Oh,
There
good.
we go.
Save or just strength?
Just a
10.
straight check.
God
here.
damn it! I wanted that 17.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, good.
19.
Task of Iron Oath, strongest there is.
So anything under a 10 is a failure.
Great.
So we
Nice.
have 2 failures,
Oh God!
Failures.
3 failures, but we have 3 successes as well.
Why did
So-
the Warriors?
I know. So that technically is a success if you guys equal out. So as you guys, like all the people kind of are about to get sucked back down that tunnel, Tass, you kind of grip the side with your nails and you grab Kay and kind of throw her into this now underwater body of water. Greckles, you get grabbed by wait, hold on a second.
Okay. I hope it's a friendly.
Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah. No, Borky, you grab Greckles and you grab Remy, you just kind of throw them. Kay, despite having a -1, somehow rolled a 15 and was fine. As she kind of swims into the water as her disc kind of dissipates from the force. You guys are now floating in a very warm, thermal water lake. And immediately Kay starts swimming to the top. Like she's like holding her breath because her constitution isn't super great.
Let's grab her.
Ugh.
All right, you guys swim
Can I
and
roll a
swim and
perception check
swim.
while we're in the water?
Sure, absolutely.
Borky's
With
gonna do that
disadvantage because water has a bit of
Got
a.
it. So I'm at base then for this.
I'm guessing it's very dark in here.
23.
I have dark vision, so
This isn't darkness. This is just like
It's water. You're looking at
it's water, so there's particles to it, and it's
Yeah, it's
hard-
obscured.
Borky's still gonna try. That's no.
yeah.
That's a no from Borky there.
All right, you guys swim and eventually breach. Remy, as you're swimming, so you see something move in the water, just movement. You just turn and you just see something kind of glimpse out of sight.
Oh,
You guys
detect magic?
Detect magic. You detect something a little bit magical here. You detect something very strongly magical, actually, as you surface. All of you guys gasp for air in this very temperate, watered place.
Task.
Yes.
Your fiendish sense. Is it going off?
Primeval awareness.
As you press down your temples to primeval sense, I need Greckles.
Yes.
Need you to make a athletics check for me.
Oh, good. I'm terrible at that.
Oh no!
Oh no, bird.
I wish it was acrobatics. Hey, 19.
Still pretty good.
Nice.
19. Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry.
Something's gonna drown me in it.
By 1.
Uh huh.
As you swim, as you're kind of like reach the surface and panic. And sorry, and Task. 1 second. Give me a minute here.
Go
Gotcha.
for it. No.
As you kind of like surface and you're all kind of looking over, and Remy's going, Task, send something, and Task immediately goes down. You feel something grab your feet and pull you under, and you kind of disappear. And in a flash moment, you turn around and you see a large, disgusting humanoid-like frogfish creature with these webbed sort of fins that kind of run down the length of the body from like the peak of the wrist all the way down, and it grips you, grabs your head, and pulls you close. And in your mind, you hear, "Well, it's not so often a meal comes to me." And that's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Monty, why is it Monty? Why is it always me?
I randomly rolled.
Oh,
Because
I can account 5
Fate-
times that I'm
fate-
the one that gets ambushed.
fate
Man.
itself demands.
Goodbye,
the-
Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
See you in
Man,
a
ponies is going to be a weird departure from the.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
108, guys.
Oh man.
Damn it,
Episode
every time.
108. Oh my goodness. What an
108.
episode. This was fun, by the way. This.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
hey Monty, really well done. That was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Monty, for letting me do my big boy brain think.
No, that's what the point of this adventure is. Like, I'm like, this is gonna be a fun little in-city adventure where you have fun with things. and stuff.
We may have a problem here.
Wait,
What's
what?
wrong?
It says my audio was dropping in some places. It's the first time I've ever gotten that error. My waveform looks fine, but
Send it-
So
send
I
it
would
to
say just save
Austin.
it, and then if there's problems, he'll pull it
Let-
from the stream.
Let Austin know, and then if not, he can pull you from the stream. It should be fine.
okay, all right. I mean, the waveform's there.
It was kind of, for me, it was kind of fun showing you guys how the Romantian actually works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's actually
yeah.
cool. I had
It's
no
just
idea that
fucking
there were
cool.
like
Do
invisible.
you know what it
walls.
reminds me of, Monty?
What?
There's a restaurant in New York called Ninja, and that's actually how the employees sneak into the room and give you your food.
Okay, so
That's
so
cool.
so I got to be honest here. Some people are just shouting out some amazing titles. I know we're not going to choose this title, but Dust of the Forgotten said title for this episode: Hot Tub Crime Machine.
Oh God!
I know we're not gonna. I know we're not gonna choose it. But another one is from Zelmegus, Romantians Haunted.
The haunted Romantian.
No, I mean,
wait,
it's
wait.
not haunted.
I,
but-
Gross.
some good stuff there. Good stuff here. This is. See,
Every case begins with K.
Every
Oh my
case
God.
begins with K.
Ooh, that's good. That's
pretty
good. Ooh, that's
That's
real good.
Oh,
wow,
storytellers.
wow.
I'm really glad she's traveling with you guys because she's a lot of fun actually.
It's why I wish there was a mage in the party.
Well, the biggest thing with her is just like, man, I really hope she's not gonna be like anti-fun because she's very to the book.
Sneeze?
Or
but-
die, you know.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, you know, the police will super love that one of their agents died under our watch.
Why do you think Remy tried to sacrifice his life?
Yep.
She's willing to die for justice.
Coburnick 36 says episode title In Hot Water, or
That's actually not
That's a good
bad.
one too.
or
that might kind of
or Blood
give things
Diamond,
away, though.
or Blood Diamond.
Yeah. I like every K starts with K. I kind of
Every
I like
case
that.
begins with K.
It's cute.
Okay, so there's a lot of people gotta thank. Dragon124, thank you so much for dropping 7 subs on the chat. It's awesome. Bruno von Axios Riot, thank you as well so much. Guys, thank you all for the bits and subs. Effective Sheep, thank you for those 500 bits. Episode title, Build the Gods, Then We'll Talk. Based on Panic at the Disco. Build God, then we'll talk.
Gosh darn it.
Argent Layal with the 400 bits. I work at a hotel. My version of Karen is, well, online it says the price of the room was this.
Oh.
Argent Layal 13, you have my simpy. You truly do. Oh, I got my puppy Borky here. My cracker.
Monty, what's bad is that I actually made a character that is essentially Karen.
Oh my god.
I hope your DM
My
kills you
friends-
instantly.
My friends were driving. I think we went to get like bubble tea or something. We were driving, and I'm just like, we were just talking. I'm like, man, it must be weird now having the name Karen or Chad. And my friend, deadpan, totally serious, said, Karen and Chad are not names. Karen and Chad are a state of being. And I'm like, Jesus.
Oh my. Oh my.
That was Darian. That was the guy who helped me with the Discord devil
That's-
fight.
that's
He
pretty-
said that as he was driving, and I'm like, yeah.
Burnout Bob with 100, with 1,000 bits. Sorry, title Row Mystery. Like Romantian, but Row Mystery instead. At the Row Mystery. But thank you, Burnout Vaughn. 1,000 bits from Queen Elfie one as well. Why, Monty? Poor Grackles.
I rolled,
It's always
It's
for
a
Grackles.
Monty, it's every time.
I rolled a d10 to see who would get it.
Hey, ladies, you're both beautiful.
No, I'm
I
not. I'm
literally-
ugly
I
and fat.
literally-
Don't you tell me otherwise.
1 to 2 was
Okay,
Remy.
fine. You're ugly and fat, and I won't tell you otherwise.
Thank you.
One-
Wow.
You're also not very talented.
Oh,
Wait,
no!
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
He's,
Oh my
he's just
God.
he's just mad at my burn
Let
earlier.
me justify this. I had a d10 that I was gonna roll for each of you guys, not Kay. I omitted her out, and I rolled like each 2 is like, so Remy was 1 to 2, Greckles was 3 to 4, Panic was 5 to 6, etc. And I rolled a 3, so I'm like, oh, it's Greckles, I guess.
Again.
To be fair, you didn't get eaten.
Yeah,
you
it's
didn't
true.
get stabbed.
Oh, yeah. Yet.
Okay,
yet.
you keep bitching and she's going to swallow you first thing next session.
That's what.
all
that's
I'm
what always
saying.
You had. Okay, you don't understand how many times Greckles.
Connor, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at St. Snake. You can find me
Oh,
on
Matt,
Twitch at
please stop
Distortion Devil. where I'm too strung out on painkillers to deal with this.
Ain't that true? Ain't that true, man?
Ring Fit is usually going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays briefly. Also scattered throughout the week, just trying to find times to do all of that. Friday is going to be Friday Funhouse, where I get liquored up and play games with my friends. Saturday is going to be The Witcher, Blood and Wine. We're getting through that. Awesome DLC. And Sunday is D&D homebrew stuff, where I make a lot of weapons and characters and subclasses. And I'm currently getting a couple of subclasses reviewed, and I might end up making them, just free publishing things on somewhere. I don't know.
Yo, let me in on that.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that are okay, Zito, where can they find you?
Damn!
No, that was a positive compliment. I'm saying he's okay. Yeah, he's all right.
Hell yeah, I'm at my average.
thank
Don't
you.
worry about it. You can
Damn!
find me over. Fucking goddamn it! You can find me over at twitch.tv/Zito. Why do I just imagine a fucking rat coming out of the corner doing that as I'm trying to fucking make my goddamn statement? You can fucking find me at twitch.tv/Zito, where we're doing homebrew stuff in indie games. I recently had just put out on DM's Guild the Great Cold Patron, so if you are desperately looking for an ice-themed warlock, I got you covered. I'll post it in the chat. Upcoming next for other homebrew stuff, we're going in Snake. It's going to be snake themed. Lots of snakes happening. That's the next big thing.
Why'd it have to be snakes?
For those wondering about why all the shade's being thrown today, we're nearing the holidays and we're not gonna be able to talk to each other as often. So we're just trying to get it all out of our system right now. Like you joke, but me and Bosco are gonna have a breakaway conversation where he just insults me for an hour just to up his levels, get them all up, make sure they're all good.
Remember when the holidays were about being nice to each other?
Guys, where can they find you?
What the fuck? When was that? Not New York, I'll tell you that much.
Oh.
You can find me at twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba. Mech Mondays was a thing. Play around with Mech Warrior 5 more. Still sucks or not. Tuesday, Taiko Tuesday, we play Taiko no Tatsujin, where I get on drums. Once I actually get a good switchboard that actually allows for a USB plug. Otherwise, Saturday and Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central, we're going to be doing all the new Shovel Knight crap that came out. So, King of Cards, the Smash-like, everything.
All of them.
That's me.
Bosco, where can they find you?
They can find me at EdBoscoV on both Instagram and Twitter, and then right here on twitch.tv/EdwardBosco.
Oh, that's awesome. What do you got going on this week, man?
Wrestling.
Yes, that is true.
I like your pictures of cake.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Monty, where can they find you?
You can find me at Montyglue on Twitter, and you can find me at twitch.tv//MontyGlue. Tomorrow's going to be Skies of Arcadia. Heck, YouTube. I want to play video games.
Video games? That's good. That's good. Anything else happening this week?
Sunday's going to be, and then probably peppered throughout the week are going to be late night Pokemon shiny hunting streams.
Hello.
I can't believe you got all the shinies you got. I'm so fucking mad. I haven't caught
I
one.
know. I legitimately, my first one was, I think, 300 eggs, and then my second one was 45 eggs.
I have I have a Japanese and a Korean Flapple. I've been doing it for 5 days.
Are you breeding those two together, or are you breeding an English one with one of those?
No, I put both of them together.
No, you need one that's an English one, and then one that's one of those.
Wait, I thought it was any different country.
No, it has to be yours and then a different one.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Then I can still do that. That's still a thing. I bet it'll take longer.
Monty, do you have a shiny gym thing?
I have the shiny charm. Yep. When I played through the game, I made sure to catch everything that was new. So then at the end game, I would only need a couple things to just get that, so I could just start feeding my addiction. So.
Hey guys, you can find me right here. Tomorrow is the go home show for the Christmas pay-per-view. We'll be fully announcing the name, guys. That's at 5 o'clock PST tomorrow. That's MNW. And I'm really excited because we're gonna find out what's going on with the world title scene. Also this weekend, Destiny 2 the new season started up. That's gonna be fun. And aside from that, let's all go back to doing what we're all secretly doing and not admitting, binge watching The Simpsons secretly on Disney+. Hey, I mean, why not, right? Is there anything... Actually, you know what? The art stream will be here as well this Friday at 5 o'clock PST. And actually, Monty, I think we need to plug again what we're doing next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, everyone's making ponies.
Yeah!
Pony.
We're doing
Pony.
we're doing a Tales of Equestria one shot. My Little Pony game. It's a very, very simple system, and I can't wait for Kurt to not understand it.
I'm just happy you're thinking about me, you know? That's just really
I legitimately was looking, I was thinking about it, I'm like, this could be easy. I'm like, but Kurt's still playing, so probably not.
Kurt's still playing.
Here, Monty,
I can trust him in the role play, but it's just everything else I don't know, man.
Oh, Cartoon Horse Program. Yes.
Cartoon Horse Program.
Yeah, Cartoon Horse Program. So next week we're gonna be doing ponies. The week after that is gonna be Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. So enjoy time with your friends or your family or both. Be sure to drink that eggnog and do other festive things. And then on New Year's, we're gonna be doing probably a special one-off. It's gonna be a completely unique one-off. Of some manner. It's not gonna be Unexpectables related. It's gonna be something new because I know Zito wants to play in that. So
I can play!
yay!
Yeah!
For fucking once!
And then after that, we should be right back to Greckles being eaten, as always.
By the way, I want you to know, Greckles is being eaten slowly for 3 weeks.
Yep.
Just slowly.
He is so. There's so much shivving is gonna happen. I actually have a plan for this, so don't you worry.
Is it to
about
be
me.
eaten?
No, it's about to utilize a scroll that I haven't touched in 3 months of game.
A scroll of not being eaten.
I'm gonna laugh when it's your turn to eat shit and then not help you.
Joke's on you. I'm too big to eat. He says.
As the Tarrasque walks on in.
I was gonna say.
Hey
purple
guys,
or
am I late?
Someone pointed out the only reason Greckles is being eaten all the time is because he tastes like chicken. And
No, he's all gamey and gross.
Hey, Monty.
Hi.
Monty.
Hi. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give you this. Here comes Karen Seathwood.
Oh.
Karen Seathwood, half elf, so you can't tell me I can't play it.
Oh
my god.
It's happening.
The whole campaign, you're just looking for whoever's in charge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta find who's in charge and get to the bottom of this scenario.
Just meet you meet like a paladin. Who's in charge? My god. We'll get him out here.
Get him out here.
Alrighty, guys, I think we're gonna raid none other than Honey Bunny Kagome tonight.
Oh, okay.
that?
I was also going to
Who's
recommend
that?
Sir Malarvik.
I was gonna raid Sir Malarvik as well. It's just
I don't know who's this other person.
The other person is from MNW. That's why I was suggesting Sir Malarvik.
Oh yeah, okay. I had Sir Malarvik up, but people have been suggesting a bunch of different people. But we're gonna raid Sir Malarvik, everybody. This is from all of
It's been a
us
while.
to you. We'll do proper Christmas goodbye Christmases next week. But
The holiday season.
is there anything else we'd like to plug before we get going here?
You better watch out. You better
watch
watch
out.
out. You
Better
better watch
watch
out.
out.
You better watch out. You better watch out.
A Milky Way, a Milky Way, a Milky Way, a Milky Way, a Milky Way.